Bam, bam, bam. 1 second. I think I got my microphone working now. I hope the audio is well. Let me see if this is a good audio spot. Let me know. What's up, everybody? This is DTM, Delta Tango Mike. For the past 20, 30 minutes, I've been talking about how I was going to go live. And then when it's time to go live, it's like, where's the mic? My name is DTM, Delta Tango Mike. Find me anywhere in the internet as Delta Tango Mike. And we are here to talk about art. Let me double check and see what we got going on here. And let's see. Yeah, the mic is okay. Let's kick it up a little bit more. You guys let me know what it sounds like. Boom, boom, boom. It's okay. Cool, cool, cool. Today is a special live stream. I'm starting real early. And we already got Gareth and CJ on inside of here, the Discord channel. On Behance, we got CJ saying hello, hello, hello. 2022 art plans. Finally make some NFTs. Sounds good to me. That's great. That's awesome. NFTs. Yes, yes, yes. And CJ says the sound good. What's up? Golden Rose in the house. Mike is a little low. Let me know what it sounds like now. And then Garrett Williams with the hey. Oh, boom, boom, boom. There it is. I think I like it. I think I like the audio, so that's cool. All right, so yeah, let's get started. Let's go ahead and hop on in. It is a early live stream because um I have a lot to cover, not a lot of time left. I had some personal deadlines to myself, some deadlines that I made public for everyone to see my progress and be up to date on what I'm working on. And man, let me tell you, best laid plans. A lot of things got mixed in together, and it's still a little low. I just use my little Google booster. Okay, Golden Rose. I want to know what that Google booster is. I want some. And let me see. Let me try right here. And what I don't want is to sound a little bit crazy. What's up, Tamika in the house? All right, let me boost it up a little bit more. So there we go. We're gonna keep our audio levels right here. You let me know. But yes, a lot of things got in the way together. It's just the end of the year planning. You know, as a professional illustrator, I have a lot of projects that I work throughout the year, and it always feels like the beginning of the year and the middle part of the year are heavy with client work. So much so that for the past few years, I've noticed that like once July, August comes around, it slows down for me, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna chill out and work on some passion projects. But so the same thing happened this year. But instead of being able to just freely work on my passion project, which happened to be the Skullies, the NFTs, it really kicked off a whole lot of other things that we had to deal with in our family life, in my studio, my business, and the professional webinars and live streams that I do. And before you know it, the dates kind of just piled onto each other. So much so that I thought that I would be done with the Scullies by now, that would I have them already minted on OpenSea, and it's not the case. And it's okay because I'm still working through them. There's still a lot of activity and collectors coming around. There's new collectors getting their Scullies now, and so that's always cool to see the progress being made, which jumps into the 2021 conversation. So there's three things that we're going to talk about tonight: 2021 art biz thanks, and the 2022 prep for prep. Let me see. Let me call it art prep, art prep. Bam. And then last thing is what's up with the characters used in the Skully series, because a very good question was asked recently, and let me see where I find that question. And so I do want to touch on, because we've talked about this before. And while I do that, I will be working on a couple of gullies tonight, because that is something that it has to continue no matter what. So I can't find where that question is. And let me think. Somewhere around here. But yeah, so let's go ahead. Let's see. Is there so Slimon is asking the question. Let's go ahead and answer the question. Is there a yellow glow at the right bottom of there a yellow what is there? The bottom right, that's the bottom right. Is there something yellow? You tell me. What do you Yes, there is. You mean on that background? Yes, on the background image. Yes. On my background graphic. Let me go ahead and center myself. No, I am kind of centered. Right here, centered. There it is. Boom. There we go. So now I'm kind of more in the middle. So yeah, so let's go ahead and talk about 2021. And man, let me tell you, let me start by talking about 2020. Not gonna harp on 2020 too much. Not 2020's fault. But it is important to go ahead and at least mention it. And when I do that, I'm gonna go ahead and switch screens. And that's not the screen, dude. Let me see, where is it? That's the wrong thing. Let me go here. Boom, and change it. I think that's number 4. Yep, there it is. Gully time. So let's start with 2020. Yes, okay, cool. Yes, there is some yellow, so there it is. I'm covering it up mostly now with my image. So I'm glad now you know it's not your monitor. Okay, so 2020, right? The world changed. We had started 2020 with big ideas. Wife and I, we had been working on a few projects. One that included meetups in person. As a matter of fact, Tamika, she's around. She's in the on the chat. We had having conversations about some of these meetups. He was working a series of events, and so in February of 2020, my brother-in-law and I put together our show. We had a good time. It was great. I even filmed. I think at the end of February, I filmed some videos talking about our artwork that we put up in this art show. That was kind of cool, right? So, oh, and so everything was looking great. That's what we wanted. We had a lot of ideas for 2020, and then March, April, boom, things start to shut down, and so it was a little tough to try to plan current things because there was always up and down, up and down, down. Well, of course, we know what happened with the rest of 2020. A lot of things got canceled, including some of the events that we had planned, and we had sponsors that gave us money, and so that was a little sad to see those opportunities evaporate. So I had to really, as a professional artist, and this is art business talk happening right as a professional artist, I had to think about, well, what is it that I'm going to have to adjust to be able to still earn with my art? Because not only did I have planned on events and meetups, but I also work. I had in a live event that I was in the calendar to go do for Coca-Cola, and they were gonna pay well, and it was gonna take 2 days. Next thing you know, that stuff is postponed. They're having to figure out how we're gonna actually get it done, and while still being safe, while not being able to go out and see people together in large crowds, like I said, planned. I'm looking. And so there it is right there. Law. And so I had to really take a look at what was I going to do? How was I going to earn? Because the bills do not stop. And so fortunately for me, I had been streaming on Behance for a while already since 2019. Yeah, the end of 2019. And I had been streaming everywhere else already, working with Cinemaker already. And so next thing I know, um, everything that I'm doing as far as professional artwork, communicating with clients, teaching. I was also teaching a lot of Illustrator and Photoshop classes. It all went online. Everything went to the web. Everything went through video. So fortunately for me, I had already started focusing on upgrading my equipment, upgrading my computers, upgrading my microphones, upgrading certain things that would allow me to um, do this work online with equipment that would work right there when I needed to, and have the right speed to move it along, um, versus what I had been doing for the past few years, just struggling along. Just let me do this, let me try that, and so there it is. So that's where 2020 really cemented my process of working, and as a professional artist, it brought in the internet part, the streaming part, and so I had to find a way to continue to do my work, reach out to my clients, reach out to my community, and still have but in a different way, and still have that touch with community, but not in person, which also opened up a whole nother world where now we're communicating across the world. Like there are folks here on Behance and every other place where I'm streaming right now, which is crazy because I wasn't doing this before. Now I'm streaming to Behance, YouTube, LinkedIn, Facebook, and Twitter all at the same time right now. And so that's the more we saw that the world is changing, the more I understood the things that I had to do, and then wider the reach came. And so for the past few years, I've been telling artists, get a handle on your social media, get a handle purpose as an artist, and get a handle in sharing your work, not just sharing, documenting it and posting it as a picture, but even jumping online, going live, sharing, talking. No matter where you are on that path, someone is interested in understanding your experience. And so that's what I've been doing. That's how it's been working out for me. And so 2021, it just carried on from 2020. But by 2021, this year, I had an idea of what I wanted to do with this online worldwide art community, at least as it relates to my path into my career. And so the meetups, the live meetups, in person meetups that we have not had them since. There's been plenty of events that I have not been to. I don't want to go to big crowds right now, except that I am going to Art Basel next week, so I will be in Miami, and I'm going to talk about my stickers in a minute. In any case, because we don't have that in-person access as we've had it in the past, it forced us to learn new skills. I'm not a video producer. I'm not a videographer. I did not go to film school. I got basic computers. This is an iPhone right there in front of me. That's an iPhone. I'm not using a webcam. As a matter of fact, I pushed off my webcam to over my desk now. It's up there because it's really terrible. It's a very terrible camera. Let me see, where is that camera? There it is. Let me go ahead and fix the color. And so, I've learned, I've picked up a few things here and there. The moment I started streaming is the moment that I decided that I wanted to be able to do things the way professionals. Tamika Groom says, I have learned so much about streaming this year. It's forced us to pay attention to the world around us and how others have taken advantage of the tools that we have available to us right now. Like I said, that's an iPhone. Yes, I have a computer, and this is a nice computer that I'm streaming with. But if you look at my streams from 2 years ago, there was a lot of problems. Even the streams beginning this year. And as I got more used to my process and my gear, my equipment, I started understanding, what do I need? What kind of lights do I need to my setup? My background is still a little crowded. It's getting crowded again because I'm slowly moved into this house now, and so some of these things coming out the box. Which, fortunately for me, I do have a basement that I'm setting up as my secondary office. That's where all my junk is gonna go. So this background is still look kind of clean. I'm still gonna take some of these things down that I'm I started streaming and didn't even think I would do something like that, says Golden Rose. That's right. Garrett says, same for me, Bliss. That's right. Right. Was really amazing about that transition from 2020 to 2021 is that we have started to harness the power of these tools that we call iPhone or smartphone. All right. It's just a smartphone, it's just an iPad. But and so when they first came out, it was this tool was for one particular thing or another. And what we have found out in the past couple of years is that, wait a minute, when we try this app with this tool and connect it to this other tool, we're able to do so much more. And because we're already on Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, Reddit, what else? LinkedIn, Twitter, all of that stuff. I just found out about Twitter Blue last night by accident. Not interested in paying Twitter, but that is just another way to maximize the use of these tools that we have around us, and especially as artists, we used to have this sign in our house, and it's in the pile of art that I need to bring over on Friday. It says we do the most with less. That's it. As artists, we do the most with very least that we can get, and we continue to thrive with just basic paintbrush, paint, canvas, paper, walls, whatever you name it. The iPad did not start as a productivity tool. It started off as a media consumption tool. Well, now we use it to produce art, to create art. Golden Rose says, I never in a million years would have thought that I would be doing any of what I'm doing now. Creativity is our superpower, and that creativity sparks ingenuity. Correct. And so to me, that's where the being thankful for 2021 comes into play. Is that 2020 was a very tough year for many people. I had already started on that path of video production. I had started on that path of learning and understanding live streaming for a long time, and I've been in the business for 20 years as a professional artist. But I spent that, but a few years ago, I spent a lot of time learning live streaming, working for free. That internship thing. Of course, there's a lot of debate about it, but I could afford to invest my time into learning something new, and that's what I did. And so ever since I started streaming on Behance, I started paying attention to other streamers on YouTube, Behance, everywhere else. I'm like, how they make their camera look cool? What kind of microphone do they have? It's a $30 microphone, but there's people with $200 microphones. And of course, this microphone, of course, because it's cheap. And there's some days where I had to tweak to get the right audio. And whereas them $200-300 microphones, they just boom work when you plug them in. In any case, the point is that I paid attention to a lot of artists and how they set up, a lot of streamers, how they have their setup, what kind of gear they use, and what can I do right now with what I have. And so 2021 is where I have maximized to the fullest maximum power. For the fullest maximum power, I have maximized everything I have access to. Golden Rose says, the mic I got makes me sound like I could be doing ASMR. And it wasn't expensive. That's how the cheap microphones are. I got this super cheap one that I bought a few weeks ago, and I need to send it back because it's no better than the microphones that I already have. And so in order for me to really see a jump in quality, I will have to spend $100. So, but those are the things that you notice once you have maximized the tools that you have now. And so that's what I'm saying to you right now that I'm thankful for, and I hope that you have taken the time to start maximizing your tools, start maximizing the things that you have, start maximizing those computers, those laptops, the whatever. When I was in the process of moving, and I was I in the evenings when I before we had actually moved, I had already moved my office, and so I didn't have my office at home, and I wasn't gonna spend the night here streaming and then have to drive home. So I had a second setup, and it was very bad. And I still have that laptop sitting behind me, and it's a good laptop, but it's not made for streaming. A lot of devices that we use today are not made for streaming. They're not. They're not. They were not intended for that. Photoshop, Illustrator, video editing, great, but video production, oh, you're taxing that computer. And but if you whatever you have, there are workarounds. There are free ways to get something done, and that's what we have to do right now. 2021 to me year that I'm thankful for being able to maximize hardware that I have, the software, the access to people. It was at the end of last year. Yeah, yep. When the Microsoft Store, they said they're closing down all the Microsoft stores. Not shutting them down because they were shut down already. They were closing them down. They were not coming back. And so I was sad because I had a lot of partnerships with the Microsoft Store where hopefully we were intending to come back and do live streams and be there in person and do a lot of stuff. But um, when they decided to not bring back the Microsoft Store, I was hurt. I was like, man, that was my spot. Let me tell you, if you find a store of any electronic store where they have expensive computers and you're allowed to come in and hang out and use their computers, you want access. You want to build partnerships with those kind of stores. That's what I had going on with the mic. In some of my live streams in the past, I have said, artists, go to the Microsoft store, say hello to the um, associates that are working there. Say, hey, what's up? How you doing? I'm an artist, and in my case, I always handing out stickers like, hey, have a sticker. I'm an artist. Boom, boom, boom. And then, and then you're supposed to say, I just want to draw on your computer for a while. Okay. And because you're an artist and they know you know your way around those tools, they'll be like, yes, please have a seat. And before you know it, you'll have a crowd of people watching you draw something. And so there's an opportunity there was to come in, draw on a super expensive computer, $3,000 Surface Studio, and sit there for as long as you want. Save your work, put in a thumb drive, save your work, and you just some work. And so I built up those relationships to the point where I could do that and teach and make that an event, a meetup, and so on. I don't know what we have available to us now. I think Best Buy has some Surface devices. I don't know if they're really interested in getting some momentum in the stores right now. I did reach out to the Apple Store here in Lenox. They have a big Apple Store. They just and but they're not taking any store classes. So that's gonna be a while before we have access to that type of computers again, like we did in the past. But to me, that's it. You maximize whatever you can have access to. Maximize your access and maximize the potential for those tools that you have. What up, Richard? Okay, cool. So, that's what I'm thankful for in 2021. I'm thankful for all of you who have been tuning in to the streams and hanging out. I'm thankful for all of you who've been hanging out in the Discord and engaging in conversation, engaging in the art conversation, in the art business conversation, having fun together because the world has changed. How's it? How are we gonna hang out in person again? I'm not sure. I'm not planning on it just yet, and because I'm still having fun, I'm still enjoying the company of others. And like I said, the world has gotten smaller. We have folks joining us right now from different parts of the world, and especially depending on what time of the day and night I'm streaming, you'll come across artists that you would never see in real life because they live in a whole other country, a part of the world. So to me, this is exciting and amazing, and I'm very happy. how well it's turned out. I'm thankful for the idea of popping off with the Black Book Project. That was super cool. It still it kind of took a went into the back burner while the Skully series idea took off, and that's a passion project of mine also. But I saw a way to get it to market right away, whereas the Book project is taking a while. And then those are artists who joined the Black Book Project and joined the Skully series. We're doing it because we want to hang out and have a good time. However, because NFTs are part of the art business, we found a way to for those collaborators to earn, and so that kind of the Skully series kind of took off a little bit further than the Black Book Project. However, I had 2022 ideas, and I'm gonna share some of those with you in a minute. And but I'm thankful for having at least had the opportunity to kick off a couple projects. Everyone felt the the they felt welcome to participate and throw in a drawing or two. So that's super awesome. There are links. Are there? No, there's no link now, but click on that link tree. Yeah, I have access to all the different things that I'm talking about. So there it is, 2021 Art Business Thanks. That is super awesome. Thank you to all the artists who've been working on the Scullys. Thank you for all the artists who've been working on the Black Book Project. Still have room for the Black Book Project. I still have some sketchable codes to share for anyone who wants to try out the Black Book Project and draw with Sketchable. And so, hey, we're not stopping. Just thankful for the opportunity to haven't done it. That's all. Thank you, Koito, for the compliment. Now, moving into, but before we move into 2020, next week I will be in Miami, and so Art Basel, is happening starting next week. I will be in Miami on Sunday, actually Lauderdale, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and then Wednesday, Thursdays for real in Art Basel hanging out. And wherever I go, I will be handing out some free stickers. They are what do you call those stickers? Metallic. Anyways, I think they are metallic, shiny. They're shiny. So I got a ton of them. So now these are just the stickers of my face. However, I did order some Skully Series stickers, and they have not arrived yet, which is crazy. But I think that Thanksgiving got in the way of the shipping. In any case, I am gonna check my mailbox on Saturday to make sure that I can grab any stickers that are in the mail and bring them with me to Miami. So anybody who's gonna be down in Miami, Fort Lauderdale, and wants to meet up or say hello, that is an opportunity to get some free stickers. I am preparing some POAP, proof of attendance, something something. Let me see if I can pull up on my post. Then you'll know what it is. Sharing holographic. Thank you, CJ Woods. I always forget words. So there it is. I'm gonna create some POAPs, non-fungible Skully. Gonna have different versions of that depending on the day of the week for next week. And so if you see me somewhere, you have a chance to collect a POAP. I can't explain exactly what POAP stands for, what it is, but wait, let me go in here. But basically, yeah, there it is. POAP. It's what is a POAP? A digital collectible created as an NFT powered by the blockchain. But POAP stands for proof of attendance. Something P. Let me see. POAP definition. Proof of attendance protocol. Digital badges given to nomads as a way to prove their attendance at any of your partnered events. These badges unique, meaning the only way to get a POAP is to actually be at the event. So that's good. A proof of attendance and participation, says Garrett. You're close. So yeah, so that's what I'm gonna have for next week to share. when I am on the internet and out in person in Miami. And so that now starts to lead into 2022. You know, many years ago, I've had well, I had it close enough, Garrett, because that's essentially what it is. Thank you, Golden Rose. That's right. Many years ago, I took on a few mentors. They took me on. One of them, several of them were entrepreneurship mentors, art business mentors, and one of the biggest lessons that I learned is that you have to plan, plan, plan. Pull app. Thank you, because people say pull app, pull app, tap, pop, 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 pop. That's what my granddaughter calls me, pop, pop. Pull app, cool, cool, cool. There it is, Golden Rose. Thank you. And so the biggest lessons was planning, planning, planning. And so, you know, have a very strong calendar. I'm not gonna month. Boom. Nothing happens in my life that's not been planned. And there goes next month right there already. What's next year looking like? It's already got some stuff next year, and so on. And and so because they say if you fail to plan, you're planning to fail. And sure, that's a cool thing. Another reason is I want to know what I'm working on at it. The worst thing that could happen to you as a creative artist, as a creative person, is that you have all these ideas, and then and so you're waiting for that moment. Let me show you mine. You have all these creative ideas, and then and so you're always waiting for that day off. I was like, ooh, that weekend, and the weekend I'm gonna work on this, or as soon as I get home from work, I'm gonna do that. But then you have that moment where you're actually free. Boom, nobody's asking you for anything. You're not due anywhere, and then sit there and you look at your list of stuff to do, and you're like, and you kick back and be like, well, just happening. Clubhouse, Reddit, Facebook. I don't know about this list, man. It's a lot of stuff. These are my notes. These are my notes about everything and anything related to what I do. This is Evernote. I pay for my Evernote. And so what I want to do with my time is plan it so that I know what I'm working on at any given moment. Live streams, I have them on my calendar. The webinars where I do work for others, I have it in my calendar. These projects that I'm working on, they're on my calendar. Passion projects that I'm working on, I try to find a spot in the calendar. My vacation time is on the calendar. And hanging out with my wife is the calendar. It's not like we setting appointments for each other, but my wife already likes to say, cool, well, these are the times that are blocked off. We're not doing stuff for others' days. This is our time. I say, cool, let's do that. You want to set time aside to work on your projects. Be realistic about it. Just because a drawing takes you a week doesn't mean it's going to be a week for you to get it done. When you have family responsibilities, business obligations, work obligations, responsibilities, and things you have to do, that at the end of the day, you really only have this much little bit of time left for yourself. So you have to be realistic. You have to look at your calendar. So what we started to do is to at the near the end of the year, you plan your next year. What do you want to have accomplished by January, February, March, April, May, June? What things do you want to have done already? And so while we were uh, was it this weekend, I spent the one of those days, old other house before the one we're moving the last few things out of, taking down all the paintings, because that's the last thing. That's the last thing we got left, paintings. So I took down all the paintings. I pulled all the nails off the walls and everything. Some of the so I started taking down. Find myself with something, and I found our 2020 plan. Big sheet of paper. I had written down the months and notes as to what related to which month. So so that my wife and I could look at it and be like, no matter what's going on today or how much free time I have, I remember, oh, I need to have this done by June. I need to have that done by March. I looked at it like, dang, 2020 really derailed. A lot of that stuff was not done. And then 2021, we kind of organized ourselves, believing that the world was going to come back in a different way, but it didn't. So, but because we was already on that path from 2020, a lot of things that we were mastering is like, okay, cool, 2020, that. And so, but it's funny to look at, things you pre-plan and you're like, yeah, that kind of didn't work out. But it's still, so it's still important. So it's very important to be realistic about your time and put that on your calendar. Having a to-do list is cool. I have one. It's in a book somewhere. Where's my book? It's somewhere around here. I don't need to look at it all the time because my to-do list lives in my calendar. And so I have a book here. Got tons of notes. It's got little tabs. And every time I have a meeting, I write everything down. Once I'm done with my meeting, I respond to emails, just full of stuff. And then I add it to the calendar. Gave me money, or it goes on the calendar right away. If they did not give me money, then I put things on the calendar to remind myself to update and follow up with people. And so it's been our practice that near the end of the year we all start talking about and how we're gonna get done. And one of those conversations is how much do we earn compared to last year, compared to this year, so that I can live the life that I want, buy the things that I want to buy myself, and then feel like I am successful. Because the definition of success differs between people. CJ says, I find I get more done with a to do list, but I am really bad at making the actual list. Yeah. Oh, man. Oscar, what's up, Oscar? And that's on Discord. So that's cool. And that's cool. I usually have a list right here in the front of the book. Put a list together. There it is. And then and I say to myself, okay, this is what I need to get done right away. So there's a Black Book project, sketchbook tour. I had that idea. That's great. Guidelines and links for sketchable, the Black Book project. What's not here is the NFT stuff because by the time I got to the NFT, I did not update my to-do list. Let's see, Cinemaker and Sketchable social media. Got it. And then I have something else here, and I'm not gonna mention because it's a good reminder of me to get my things done. And so lists are cool, but when you look at your calendar, you say, okay, this part of this list is gonna go on this week of the month. This other part of this list is gonna go on that week. And so here's my idea for 2022. A lot of twos that year, next year. So I want to do another NFT project. And I've been exploring the other marketplaces, and I have my own reasons and ideas about why I do NFT, which will lead into the next conversation about what's up with the characters of the series. So next year, what I want to do is a whole nother NFT series, but this time is not with Fresco or Illustrator, but Adobe Sketchable with a Sketchable app. And I've done some this year with Sketchable app, kind of like as an idea. Like, let me see what would happen here. And so I mentioned weeks ago my 2017 Draw Daily project, and so I want to do something similar. And so that's my idea for 2022, and it this idea hits on a few things that are personal to me. So number one is the artist experience. A lot of things that I do and share with you here is to share my artist experience. What's it like for an artist to do something and see it grow? because we can talk about art and the business of art all day, every day, and you should do this and you should do that. And I've done that. I've taught classes, art, art entrepreneur classes, workshops, demos, meetups, everything, coaching, art business coaching. I've done all of that. And the best way to show an artist that something can be done, something can work, is by actually doing it and then showing you the process. Like, there it is. RB just joining us here on the Discord. That's cool. What's up, RB? And so this year, that was a year of a lot of experiences, a lot of firsts. Discord, I had never done a Discord before. I went ahead and started that off. We started off on a project together with Black Book Project. Then I finally understood what I wanted to do for NFTs. Bam. It brought in the community closer because some artists jumped on and said, I want to do a Skully too. And so for me, some of these things that I do that are passion projects, because I don't earn anything from nothing, zero, not earning any money, is really to see artists succeed. And through the Skully project, we have 10 artists who participate as a Skully artist. I think it's 10. It might be 9. Maybe I'm number 10. I don't know. I forgot now. And funny thing happened when out of that process. I became a Skully an NFT artist by producing the Skully series, right? So now I'm into NFT, and so I learned from that experience, and I understand a little bit more than what I did early this year, and a lot more than I ever heard of last year. But along with my experience, I've been able to share that process with all of you. And those artists who came in and collaborated with me, they are now two things. They're NFT artists because they collaborated with the Skullys. So there are NFTs out there that they worked on. So they are NFT artists. And then they also became NFT collectors because I gifted them a Skully. So they can now have one NFT in their portfolio that they say that they have collected, that they own. So there's a lot of pros and cons over NFTs, the marketplace, and the business, and so on. And we have a lot of opinions on it. And you have a right to feel how you want it. And RB, it's funny that RB is here because I've been thinking about you, RB, and I'm hoping that I ain't just drive you away with all this NFT talk, because him and I were of the same mind where NFTs are really a waste of time. But so I'm happy to see you here. In any case, there's many opinions about one way or the other. But what's really important here to focus on, that is my part of my passion, is for artists to learn, and earn. So that way you can focus on your art, produce the art that you want to produce, find a marketplace that's going to buy your art or pay your way for you to continue to do your art. And to me, that's what I mentioned earlier, one of my definitions of success. That is what success means. Whatever it means to you is going to be defined by the things that you like, the life you want to live, and the work that you want to create. So the 2022 project idea I have touches on all of those points, and I'm going to keep sharing my process. I am learning a lot more, and thanks to Golden Rose, Tom LaRock, and Monica Henson for sharing links, including me in conversations. Clubhouse is a madhouse. It's Wild West. You gotta be fast with talking. And so I learned a lot. I learned a lot just by hanging out and being there. But what I appreciate from all these folks is that they share the knowledge they have, and I'm able to learn more. And whatever I learn, I'm going to go ahead and apply and share it here, so that those of you who are watching is like, you know what, maybe I can have an art career. Maybe I can be a professional artist. Yes, you can. There's no maybe. It is. You can. How you do it depends on you, how much time you're willing to commit, how much time you're willing to put into the art, how much time you're willing to put into the business of art, and what steps are you willing to take to see your success. The steps include artist statement, artist bio, maybe a website, a portfolio, some live streaming, documenting your work, sharing and posting of pictures, work in progress, all of those things. That is the work that it takes. Not only do I tell you that that's what it takes, I'm showing you how I do it week after week. And so 2022 is a little bit more of the same of 2021, but clearly more defined, uh, better organized, and bringing all these things together. Tamika says, "I am appreciating this look back and very proud of everything you've done." Hugs. Thank you, Tamika. I appreciate you. So yeah, so that's why I started early today in my live stream. I've been talking for an hour now. Jeez, that's not hard for me to talker. But 2021 art business. Thanks for all of you who've been involved in growing the arts community and growing yourself. Grow yourself. One of those quotes that I have at the bottom of the description of the video, it says, create art that only you can bring to life. That means a lot of different things. It means that only you have the imagination to think about that particular topic. Only you have the talent to work in that particular technique. Only you have the tools to work in that particular medium. And only you, and it's really up to you to share that message. So express your creativity, build your talent, and create that art that only you can bring to life. But you have to do it. Talking about it is one thing, doing it, and that's what some of us call ourselves doers. Doing it takes a lot of extra energy. But let me tell you, if you pay attention to how the experience of other artists and how they go about their process, how they go about their experience, you can take so much information away from that and say, you know what, let me try it. That's what we want. We want to see you try it for yourself, believe in yourself, plan for yourself, and maybe even collaborate. If there's some parts that you don't want to do by yourself, that's fine. Collaborate with someone else. I'm not saying work for free. What I'm saying is collaborate so that you learn something. And so with the Black Book Project, we worked together. A lot of us on your own time worked on a page in Sketchable. But we spent a lot of time here on the Discord talking about the techniques and tools Sketchable app, and we're still doing it every Monday, every 1st and 15th. We're talking about Sketchable. Every Thursday with Tamika, Sketchable. Then came the Skully Series, boom, Fresco, and Illustrator, vector brushes, bam. And what's the NFT marketplace like? What does it mean? What do we need to do? I even created a little short to-do list that guides you through the process of setting up your MetaMask and OpenSea. So 2022, it's more of the same. So, but the focus is Tezos, and I'm not interested in the flipping of NFTs, even though I do want to mention that in a second. I'm not interested in buying low and selling high. What I'm more interested in is, what is this marketplace like, and how can an artist benefit from it? And so Tezos is the cryptocurrency, Calumet is the platform, and the idea is to mint one drawing a week for the all of 2022. So it's kind of playing off on my Draw Daily 2017 series, but this one's called Art Every Day 2022. And so what I'm gonna do is work on Adobe in a Sketchable app on the surface, and throughout the week. But every Monday, I talk about my progress on the week before and what I'm gonna draw that coming week. So that way, those of you who want to share in that experience can join me every Monday. We can talk about Sketchable. We can talk about NFTs. We can talk about Tezos. We can talk about minting very cheaply, very low cost, as compared to Ethereum and OpenSea, which is what the Skully series has been about. Is in that it's a, it's a there's high costs associated with transactions. So so that's my goal for 2022. That's my plans. I have a lot of details that I haven't worked out. Another thing that I was thinking about is like, do I need another Instagram for that? No, because I did an Instagram and Twitter for Skully Series because I think to me that like that's a standalone thing that could stand on its own whether I'm around or not. There's a whole big focus on iconic characters. Whereas what I want to do in 2022 is solely dependent on my art, my themes, my passion, my things, the things that I'm interested in, and the things that I want to see in the world. Which kind of, as a inside look, a sneak peek, it revolves around characters that I created many years ago that have been sitting around waiting for their comic book and mobile game debut. So that's the intersection of things. I don't do stuff just because like that's what's hot on the street. I do stuff so that I can test out for myself. Like, what if I did that? But what is it about me? Again, create art that only you can bring to life. What is it about me that I can bring into that space and say, yeah, that's cool, but this is how I'm gonna do it. And as an example of that, there's these 10,000 collections, right? They got the apes and the bears and the bulls and the cats, robots, and ton. I mean, if I look through my Discord messages, there's a ton of what is it called? Generative? I forget the word. It's basically artists create these elements, and then a computer algorithm mixes those elements and creates 10,000 characters. And so there's a lot of that, and I thought to myself, that's a cool idea, and Bored Apes really popped it off. Actually, CryptoPunks I think popped it off, and so next thing you know, you got 1,000 other projects every day. There's a new one that takes that formula, it just changes up the character they're using. And so generative art, says Golden Rose. Thank you. Yes, the word. And so when I thought about me doing it, I'm gonna do some. I want to do some NFT idea. I'm not gonna go with what's hot on the street. I'm gonna do it the way I think it should be done, in respect of the art, respect of the artist, which was I heard in the beginning conversations that NFTs was that art was the focus, artist was the focus, and in elevating the digital art form to a level where it can be a collectible. That's in support the artist. Turn into, oh, there's money to be made here, and let's go ahead and create this thing. So I decided to do the one of ones. Like, we're gonna hand draw each and every one. The skull and the body's the same, but the rest of it, somebody got to draw it. And so they call that one of ones. And so now that's coming back around. Now there's a lot of conversation about, projects where there's an artist front and center creating the artwork. And that's great because that's what's my focus. So now people are speaking my language again. In any case, think about what is it that's out there? What would you like to work on? What would you like to see when it relates to that particular medium, theme, topic, marketplace? And then what can you bring into it and say, you know what, that's cool how they doing that, but this is how I'm going to do it. If there's a market for it, great. If there's not a market for it, well, at least I tried it and I did it. And so that is some of the reasons on why I do what I do, and I share it with you. And as I was saying about earning, which is crazy. Just we're gonna do the disclaimer first. I've been meaning to give the Skully artists their commission for having worked on a Skully, for those Skullys that have sold. Some of the Skullys have sold, but I haven't gotten their art, the Skully art, to the collector. And when I do that, when I transfer that Skully that's been minted to the collector, gonna have a charge. There's gonna be a cost associated with that. So that's why I can't give the artist their commission yet, because the commission that they're gonna get is dependent on a few things. Number one, the Skully series, there's a 20% that goes to Art is King and Buttercup's team. Art is King is dedicated to educating the artist in the business of art. This is what I do, what you see me do all the time. And we do this voluntarily, my wife and I. And any monies that we collect goes towards paying for things like the website, meetup, any kind of online services that we need to use. But there's never enough to even pay us for stuff for that week for us to have. Really just dedicated for the maintaining and sharing of the business, our business education. Buttercup's Team is a camp that my wife put together for young girls ages 8 to 14, where they learn to code and build robots. And so there's a lot of equipment that we have to buy. I've been scouring Goodwill stores for monitors, $5 monitors, wherever I can find them, I grab them. I was like, because we need it. Because when we teach these classes, and we haven't had a class past year or this year, and my wife's already thinking about 2022. Can we plan one for 2022? And it's already kind of in the books, so we'll see how that goes for summertime. A lot of the robots and the coding require computers, require robotic equipment, and so every time we buy stuff at the end of summer camp or at the end of that week of camp, the camper takes that with them. So in our summer camps, we teach the girls how to build and code, and then that ends up being their stuff. They get to keep that stuff, continue on their education path when it comes to robots and coding. And so that means that every year, every so often, we need more stuff, because once that class is over, that stuff is gone. Now we have to look for more sponsors and more ways to raise money to buy more stuff, which is was coming up with Giving Tuesday. Check out my Facebook. We have a Giving Tuesday link. Donate to Artist King, aka / Buttercup's Team. So 20% of the sales of Skully's goes towards Artist King, Buttercup's Team. Got it. That's total 20%. So from there, the sale of the Skully, there's also a transaction fee for either transferring the Skully to the collector. There's always a transaction fee. It's a Ethereum fee, transfer fee, and transaction fee. It's crazy. It's crazy because and what's really crazy is that it fluctuates. So right now, the past few days, prices have been low. That's been great. Because I sold a lot of Skullies at 0.03 Ethereum, meaning right now at $400 for is 4 times 3, no, $40, $120, 4 times 3. So a lot of Skullies sold for $120. Well, that's at the price right now, but when they actually sold them, Ethereum was priced at $3,000, which means Skully sold for $90, $100. And so because I only charge 0.03 Ethereum for the Skully, when it's time to transfer, sometimes those transfer fees are 0.05. There's been a high like 0.05, 0.04, and so I wait for those times when transfer fee is like 0.01 something, 0.02. So at 0.02, it's taking a large chunk of the transaction fee is taking a large chunk on the rate on the price of the Skully. So there's very little bit of wiggle room there. So I have to work through all of that mathematics so that I can see, and I have a Excel sheet. There it is for all the Skully. Oh, you guys can't see. I have an Excel sheet for all the Scullys that are in the open sea right now, and the Scullys that have been paid for, and who bought them, uh, who got their Skully already, who made that Skully, and so everything is outlined right there. And so I'm only up to 50 some Skully, and uh, and so I'm gonna do the math. I'm working on it, but I can't work on it until I finish the current Scullys. So that way, once I'm done with the current Scullys, I can say, okay, which is my goal was Monday, the 22nd, to be done with it. But it looks like I'm gonna be working through tonight to finish as many Scullys as I can. I've been meaning to be working on one right now, except that I'm talking. But yeah, I want to work through all the Scullys that have been prepaid and that are due to someone, so that we can um, then say, okay, the Scullys that have been prepaid already right now, they are in the collector's hands. And so now here's what's left. Here's the Ethereum that's left. Here's the Ethereum that is due to the artist who worked on a particular Skully. So we have artists like Odari who worked on Claudi's Skully, and so I'm waiting to catch up with Claudi. Adobe Max took a lot of artists, so whenever she's ready, we'll talk about getting her Skully. Here we have CJ. She worked on the Earth Shatterer. Another one of Odari's was the Eastwood DPG. Let me see. This is Bree, and somebody did buy this. Yeah, so somebody bought this Skully, and at 0.07, and they're selling it for 0.4 right now. And so there are. Oh, here goes Claudia. Worked on this. Unique Digital worked on the 5 o'clock donut. Claudia worked on Let's Play. What else we got in here? Dari worked on Spock, and Tamika worked on Dynamite right there, and then a bunch of them that I did. Where's the other line? Dari worked on Daddy's Little Monster and on Why So Serious and so on. So so there's a lot of Scullys that are out in the marketplace now, and I want to get the artists their Ethereum because I want them to get the full experience. They created a Skully, they own a Skully, and they earn some Ethereum. Woo! Out of my earnings, let me tell you what I did the other day. I was tweeting about why is it that we cannot buy things online with Ethereum? Why is Microsoft Store and the Apple Store not accepting Ethereum as a form of payment, or even Bitcoin? The whole country of Argentina is working on Bitcoin, I think. Let me see. Is it Argentina? I think it's Argentina. Bitcoin and Bitcoin. I don't understand what's happening. This one Bitcoin is this much in Argentine peso. So it's 5,741,674 Argentinian pesos. So is it let me see. Is it Argentina? I want to say El Salvador. Oh, El Salvador. Tiny and impoverished El Salvador's move to become the first country in the world to adopt Bitcoin as legal tender got off to a bumpy start as the government took its Bitcoin e-wallet offline for several hours. So, yes, Golden Rose says Venezuela, but now I did a little digging and it says it's, I thought it was Argentina. It was El Salvador. So that's crazy, right? Like, if this is supposed to be like a future way of conducting business, and Golden Rose is one of those that responded to my tweet. If this is one of those, you know, future, if we're looking at the future, and now it's all currency is in devices, in a device. It's not wallet. I think I left my wallet side of this table. And my wife just put some money in it, cash money, because we barely even use cash money anymore. Now it's the card and paying online, right? If this is the future, why can't we not use that here in the United States right now? And so I tweeted asking, hey, what's up? What's up with these technology companies like Apple and Microsoft, where I cannot buy stuff in their store, cannot buy their technology in their technology store with technology money? What's going on here? Golden Rose, calm down. Capital letters there, yelling at me. Calm down. There's it's coming, and gas fees are busted right. And that's true. I get it. Okay, cool, 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 cool. I don't know. I just thought that was something that we have to really consider. Like, what are we gonna do with this money? There's money in my wallet right now, like Ethereum money. I'm gonna hand out Ethereum to the artists, and there's gonna be a fee to send them that Ethereum. So there's fees everywhere, kind of like credit cards. And so transferring money, there's always a fee. So these artists are gonna have Ethereum, but what can you buy with that Ethereum? More digital stuff. What can you buy with digital money? More digital stuff. And so to me, it's like, it's a monopoly game. We're sitting around the table or the floor, really. A lot of people play. I know we play it on the floor because to sit to not to have a big enough table, but then it's easy to just see everything. So we're playing with monopoly money. Pass, go, collect $200. But the only thing you can do with that money is buy more property right here on this board. You get more money by selling property or charging rent, etc., and so on. Like, where's it at? What's up? So Golden Rose says it's more to it than a business simply accepting crypto. And it's not just digital stuff that can be purchased. There are tangible goods and services that have been purchased with crypto. Well, I would like to know more about those tangible goods and services, and what is not just digital stuff that can be purchased, because we are spending our real time. Artists are spending their real time, spending their real computers, real energy, real power to produce this artwork that's digital, that is being sold digitally, and we are accepting digital currency. And now it's like, well, what's gonna go on here? So 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 here's that's my dilemma, right? So here's what I did. Let me tell you what I did. I'm gonna tell you what's going on. There are businesses past and present that accept crypto as a form of payment. I want Apple and Microsoft. So I was on. I buy and sell and trade a lot of equipment, computers, Facebook, Craigslist, and I haven't done Craigslist as much. Meet people, see them, and so on and so forth. So after I asked that question on Twitter about what's up, why aren't you guys accepting Ethereum or something? And so I thought to myself, why don't I find some people on Facebook who maybe are open to selling me what they're offering to sell on Facebook, selling it to me in exchange for Ethereum. So I told my wife about it, and that's crazy. And I was like, all right, well, let me try. And so I did try. I hit up a ton of people selling stuff on Facebook, and stuff that I'm interested. I'm interested in tablets, computers, laptops, phones, devices, digital tools that I can use for drawing. And so I saw this guy. He was selling a Surface Book. Oh my God! So I hit him up. I was like, "Hey man, I know you're offering your selling your Surface Book, and I'm interested in it. Artist, I draw, selling some NFTs lately, and so I have Ethereum that I can use to purchase your Surface Book. Let me know if you're interested." Well, it just so happened, out of all the people that I asked, that it just so happened that he is a crypto user, collector, or whatever, and he's like, "Yeah, Dan, why not?" So the Surface, it's MacBook Air, but this is from the business. It belonged to me. I use it, but I sent him a message. I said, "Hey, what do you think?" I already put some stickers on it, and so we met up. We met in person, and he has what's that? Not Binance, but the other one, wallet. I forgot already the name. And I have MetaMask and I have Ethereum in my MetaMask. And he's like, yeah, so here's the boom. Here is that Surface Book. Got a micro SD card there. Turn it on. Boom. What I like about this laptop, aka tablet, is that you can draw on the screen. It's a Surface. Draw on the screen. It has a keyboard that attaches and detaches. But more than that, it has a 1050 graphics card by NVIDIA. So, and 16 gigabytes of RAM, 1 terabyte hard drive space. It's amazing. A brand new one right now when they discontinued the Surface Book line. This is Surface Book 2. They did have a Surface Book 3 last year, and this year they launched, Microsoft launched the Surface Studio laptop, which is amazing. I want one of those, please. Somebody out there. Surface Studio laptop. Surface Studio laptop is the form factor is similar but different. In any case, this one is 4 years old. Use, and like I said, it took a long time for me to build my gear and equipment. So, and don't think that I'm buying the latest and greatest. There's some things that I do buy brand new, and then there's a lot of stuff that I'm like, I'm trying to find a way so I can get in. And so this was super cool because, all right, so it's a laptop and it's a Surface, right? So it's drawing it and they're making a selection. It's all one piece. It has a couple ports on this side, a couple ports on the other side, so on. But this is the big deal about it. There's a button here. I click and hold. There it is. It turns green, and now I can detach this screen, raw screen. Oh, but wait, there's battery and storage space in here, but the base holds the graphics graphics processing unit, and it holds more battery. So what do? Turn this around, grab this tablet part, put it back on where the seat where it belongs. There it goes. And then I can turn it down. There it is. It says attached. Boom. It folds onto itself. And bam. One big chunky tablet. Oh my God. I can run Sketchable, Illustrator, Photoshop, Premiere, After Effects. What did I say? Illustrator. Did I say Fresco? Did I say Photoshop? I can run Blender, Clip Studio, everything and anything on this machine. I bought it, Ethereum. And now, it's been a few days. I think I got it on Monday or one of these days. Forgot. I think it might have been Sunday. I don't know. I forgot what day. Might have been Monday. In any case, I got it a few days ago. And so Ethereum was at one price point, and now it's higher. So that person, I paid him in Ethereum to equal the dollar a month they were asking. But now that Ethereum gone higher. Now, of course, I was fortunate that I found a person who understands Ethereum, is a Ethereum investor, and it's not Binance, it's the other thing, which wallet. What is it? I forgot. Anyways, and so I just transferred some Ethereum from my wallet to his wallet, and boom, he was happy. He got Ethereum. He didn't have to spend his money to buy Ethereum. I didn't have to cash out the Ethereum, then grab the money, then pay him, right? Because I would have lost a lot more money in that, just in that cashing out the transaction. I had to move Ethereum from the wallet to a transfer place. I forget the word, and then get the cash out. So there's a transaction in that, and then boom, then have that transaction. So it was really cool. It was gas price was really cheap, So I got it done, and there it is. So I bought something, a physical thing with Ethereum, and that's what my questions earlier is like, what are we gonna do with this digital currency? I want real stuff. I want stuff that I can use. As a matter of fact, with this, I can draw more stuff. Got my Surface Pen Slim. Boom. Come on, pen. Boom. I can draw more things. Let me see. There it is. Yep, it's working. Bam. Open up Sketchable. Start drawing some more pictures. More NFTs. Sell more stuff. More NFTs. So I can have more Ethereum. For next year, the focus is going to be Tezos. And now I can buy what I want in the physical world with money that I earned in the digital world. Let me get this tablet here. There we go. So you guys can see. Boom. That's it. So, to me, no matter what is happening on them streets, I have to find a way of how does that work? What do I get with it? What can I do about it? How does that fit into all of my ideas and goals, whatever it is that I'm after? How can I make this work for me? So that then I can then work the system. There's a game. There's a system in place. It already exists. It's there. Some other artists before me made money. Other people before me have made money by animating, creating comic books, creating character design, doing landscape, digital art, children's books, writing, musicians. All these creative people before me have found a way to work within whatever system their industry is in, build their momentum to learn, and then earn so they can have the things that they want in their life. That's how we define success. What do you want in your life in terms of that you can provide for your family, you can provide for financially, financial stability, a career, a partnership, collaboration, all of those things. What do you want? At the end of the day, earn from your art. Man, this long. Sorry, I haven't done it. All right, so there we go. So this is some ideas and things that I have in my mind when why do we do what we do? Are we really interested in building something, or are we just going to play around and say, yeah, that's cool, monopoly money? I'm not playing with money. So when I go to Miami, I'm gonna hang out, not spending on more Ethereum. But let me tell you another Ethereum story. So and Golden Rose is part of it's also a collector for this other series called it Meta Knights, but that's not related to Meta Knights. But in any case, the point is that there's a ton of collections out there, right? And so you can buy into a character in that collection, and you become, you're a collector, and, and somebody's gonna uh want to buy it from you later or whatever. And so that's been happening with the Scullys too. That one collector will buy a Skully, and then they will post it up for sale, and somebody else will buy it. And so now that price of the initial cost of that Skully goes up in price because somebody else wants it and somebody else owns it and is willing to sell it up as long as they get paid with it. Okay, that's cool. And people have been buying and selling Scullys already. And because part of the Ethereum OpenSea contract is that the artist, the minting artist, gets 10% of any sale, no matter who sells it, when they sell it, how far later they sell it, how many times they sell it. As long as there's a sale, then the artist gets a cut. So one of my Scullys sold for 0.5 Ethereum, and so we're getting a cut of 0.05. That's it. That's great. And so buying and selling is a thing. Well, I bought one of the NFTs. I minted it from this other series that I saw that has. I was like, oh, that's a cool looking skull. I like that artwork. Down with that. I'll do that. And I bought it just for fun. I don't know anything about the project. I wasn't interested in, becoming a fanboy about it. I was just like, yeah, okay, that's cool. I'm gonna roll with it. I'm gonna buy it. And so I bought it, and after the transaction was over, I think I paid point 1 2 0.13, something like that. And it's all right. Well, that's the cost. It was point zero 0.08, 0.07, the cost of the NFT, but to mint it and the processing fees, there's a markup, and boom, point 0.13, something like that. It was a little point 0.1. It was on a point 0.1 something. Under 0.15. It was way under 0.15. So I was like, that's cool, 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 cool. So I got it. It's been sitting in my collection. And the other day, I was thinking, you know what? I need to be able to see if there's um any sales of any of my um NFTs, the ones that I bought. I'm like, let me see. I don't know. And it so happened that for that one skull, that part of that collection, that skull, I was getting offers. And I didn't understand the offers because there were offers were with wrapped Ethereum. So there's a whole bunch of science around it. I'm not understand or explain it right now. In any case, I was like, I don't know if I want to sell it for wrapped Ethereum, but I'm definitely open to selling it if somebody wants it. So I decided to put a price on it. And I feel now, looking back, like that was kind of low, but that's all right. I'm cool with it. That's the price that I put on it at that time, and it sold for that price, so can't be mad about that. In any case, I said, you know what? If somebody wants to buy this Skully that from that other collection, I'll price it at point 0.5 Ethereum. That's half of an Ethereum. I paid 0.14, let's say 0.14 Ethereum for it, and I'm willing to sell it for 0.5. The hour after I posted it, I put a price on it, it's sold. 0.5 Ethereum is sold for. Of course, that 10% they took out because it goes to the artist or the owner who minted that, or owns that series, and that's who gets the cut. 0.5, 0.0. So out of 0.5, somebody gets 0.05. That's 10%. So I got in my wallet 0.45 Ethereum for the sale of that NFT that I bought for 0.14, something like that. So that means that that stuff that people say about NFTs, that you can buy one at one price and sell it high, buy low, sell high, and it's gonna multiply in price and value, is real. It's true. That was my first time selling something, and I'm sharing it with you so that you guys all can learn too. And if I had done a little extra research, I would have seen that, and I did notice that, but I didn't think much about it. We would have noticed that they are overpricing some of these goals of that collection because the artwork is really nice, but there's a whole big project going around it so that they become invaluable for those who want in on that project. And so if I'd have done more research and thought about it and been more strategic about it, would have priced it for 1 Ethereum, and maybe I would have made a whole lot more profit on that uh, NFT, which I'm not mad about still because I still got extra profit. So again, I bought that NFT at 0.14. Let's just say 0.14. I sold it for 0.45. So that's triple, right? I tripled my investment. What's crazy is after I bought this, and then I sold that NFT, I made up what I paid for this plus more extra. So my MetaMask balance gone up again, and this looks like as if I never bought this device, which is crazy. Imagine that selling artwork is a real thing, that artists have been doing for a long time. And there are many other artists who are benefiting from the marketplace. And I am testing the waters, experimenting, seeing where it leads, where it goes. And it's working out for me enough, enough that I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it, with trying things out. And it's working out. Of course, I'm also cautious. I did put some money up for the in Ethereum when I first started on Ethereum, just so that I can buy a couple NFTs. I'm not looking at it as a quick win, where like the stock market or these other collectors buying something real cheap and then the next day is selling for hundreds of thousands of dollars. But I am interested in learning and going through the experience so I understand what the marketplace is all about. There's my story. There's my Ethereum cryptocurrency story. Anybody have any questions? Please say something. Let me know if questions about anything. We have covered 2021 art business thank yous and 2022 art preparation for the next series. And so I've already drawn the last 2 Mondays. I started the drawings that I'm going to mint next year. They're not mint ready, but they're idea ready. And so next year, as I start talking about the project and go into details, I will share more about these characters, stories related to the characters. All right. Cool, cool, cool. Last thing on our today's list, besides working on this Skully, this is the Law, aka Judge Dredd. And as a matter of fact, I was watching that movie the other day, the one with Stallone. I wasn't really watching it; it was playing. Excuse me. And it's crazy looking. It's dumb. Story's really dumb. I do like Armand Asante. I always thought he had a cool name. A lot of A's there, and I like the word Armando. In any case, and plus the A's, and when you look at a name like that, the A's are pointy, and so is the M. Armando. Then there's an N in there too, so there's another pointy. Anyways, when I look at names, look at the letter. And so I looked, so I was watching, and I was like, yes, I need to work on my. This is, I am the law, or I call this the law. I think it's the name. The real name is I am the law. So that's what we. So that's what's next here on this list. There. Cool. Got it. Let's go ahead. Click Alt, click drag, boom, and gradient, and so on. All right. So let's talk about these Skullies and the question, and I couldn't find it on the here on the Discord. But it was except that where he asked, like, oh, here it is. There it is. There we go. I found it. It's in the NFT research um, text channel for our Discord. The link to the Discord is in the description of the video. Free to join Sketching and Drawing Discord. Anyone can join. Just come in. So the questions he asked, so the comments he made was for the Skullies. Obviously, they are each based on a different IP. So I would imagine there is a potential copyright issue and legal danger using characters that belong to a big franchise like Star Wars, etc. From your understanding, what is the line here? What is the line there? What are you allowed to do and not allowed to do? Sold art piece without incurring these issues. I see it obviously can be done since in the biggest NFT creators like people time love to hear thoughts. Woo. Woo. Realities. Oh my god. Oh my god. That is serious business. All right, so let's talk about it. Talk about it. Did folks say want to hear about it? Wrote a song about it, or did exactly what they said. It is funny. Want to hear about it? I wrote a song. So basically, yes, there are legal issues to keep in mind when working with any artwork, characters, and IP stands for intellectual property that does not belong to you, not yours to do that. And artists do get in trouble, and there is a line. There's a line, and most of the times that line is has shown up when you go too far on, and this and beyond the law. Listen, because we're this is the law. Judge Dredd, I am the law. And before you even get to the law part of it, there's already a discussion as to what an artist should and should not do. And when I started learning to draw, I would and I want to when I started to draw, I traced a lot of artwork. A lot. Because that's what you do when you're a kid. When you're a kid and looking at comics and drawing comics, you trace a lot. You draw, you trace a lot of artwork. Kid, and when I was a kid, we didn't have the internet, so the only people you sharing your artwork with is those who come across every day in school, class, your neighborhood, etc. So so when you draw something, and I can remember clearly drawing the Ghostbusters logo, and then people, class or kids, looked at it and they're like, "You didn't draw that." And some of them would challenge me like, "Well, draw it right now. Let me see you draw it right now." And so because you're a kid, you're trying to prove something, stuff, and so there's already a skepticism between artists or people who don't believe in your talent, but also there's a level of there's a line for what someone's willing to accept that you drew to where your talent is, and that line where, wait a minute, that looks like a copy of something that already exists, and I'm very familiar with that thing that exists. So artists have been working with that dilemma for a long time before we even get to the legal of it. Put on some clothes, Judge Dredd. There has always been a conversation around art and artists, and so here is where the legalities also show up, where an artist, it's okay if you draw something and say, "Hey, I drew this," which is cool, man. You can do that and say that anytime you want. But if you're gonna copy an artwork of someone else, say I drew this, then also say, "Yeah, I drew this, and I took inspiration from Frank Miller and Dark Knight Returns. I kind of like his art style. I like that pose, so I did my version." And when you say it like that, other artists or the community at large be like, "Okay, that's cool, man. I like your interpretation. I see what you did there." Or there'll be some other artists who'll be like, "Man, so what? That looks like a straight up copy." And so what you don't want to do is say, "Oh, look what I drew," and then not mention where the inspiration came from. You don't mention your purpose of why you drew it, what it stands for, and you pretend that you're the one who came up with that idea. And so then other artists will recognize that pose, that will recognize that art style, and be like, wait a minute. And this happens a lot. Apparel and merchandise being sold with art and graphics that has been adjusted and changed, and even panels within a comic book. And there's also that idea that animators are creating using shortcuts by using the bear of this Disney movie and using those movements of that bear, and then using that bear and those movements in a different Disney movie with a different character. And so that's when artists start to feel like, wait a minute, man. What is that? Family Guy. Somebody walks up to Peter Griffin and says, "You're a phony." Like that's artists are hardcore about that. They're like, no, 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 man, that's a lie. You didn't draw that. Maybe you traced it, but that's drawing. And so that's where the line starts to get crazy. Starts to you're in the bizarro world now. Not only that, the legalities start to matter because now somebody and whether DC or Marvel owns it is not the point. The point is that somebody out there drew this one time, and now someone else is using that drawing without credit compensation to the original artist. And whether it's a Disney, Marvel, DC who owns it or not, the IP, that's not the point because you don't want no one using your artwork. You wouldn't want anyone using your creations, and then that's not mentioning that you're the creator. You're the one who did. Because you want that credit also. You want to be credited. You want to be given the respect of your peers, of the art world, of anything, to say, yeah, 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 that's so and so, that's Frank Miller, that's Jim Lee, that's Jay Lee, that's McFarlane, that's DTM. You want that in your life. And so just like you want that in your life, then somebody else has that right to it. And so then that's where that line goes from blurry to legalities. And just like right now, um what's up, studio? Just like right now, when you play music, if I was to play some music right now, Facebook and YouTube would strike me on copyright because they're like, "Dan, you don't own that music." And I don't care how many of you out there on Facebook, because I see this on Facebook a lot. How many of you out there on Facebook put up a video with music in the background and say, "I don't own the rights to this." I don't care how many times you do that; it's still wrong to do, to not do, and it still does not. It's still a copyright strike. We may not get struck for it, but it's a problem because that music is owned by someone else, and you don't want someone using your music. Don't use someone else's music. You don't want someone using your art. Well, don't you use somebody else's art. That's where the blurry goes into reality. Gary says, only once have I had to issue a DMCA for a couple of my photographs. Yep, yep, yep. Here's how crazy it's been for me. It's real. This happens in real life. One day I was driving somewhere, and I was going somewhere. I don't know where I was. In any case, might have been. Anyways, I get to where I'm going. I'm like, you know what? Let me. Before I even started what I was doing, I opened up Facebook and like, let me see what's happening. Scrolling through Facebook, and I saw this drawing and clicking like, and then I see this drawing and it's like, wait a minute, that looks kind of cool. So I clicked like and kept going, and then I stopped. So I hold on. I went back. That was my drawing, posted by someone else. So I look at it. It's like there's something different here. Well, that guy had changed the eyes and changed what was in the arms and switched what was in the arms. And I was like, that's my drawing. I drew that. But it looks changed. And that person was selling stickers of my artwork. At nowhere in that post did it say art by DTM, collaboration with DTM, or anything related to me. I was like, that's not cool, man. Garrett says, other times I have come to an agreement with the people in the music. Quite proud. Good. So I'm sitting here on at the spot and I'm looking and like that's my artwork. Why is this guy selling it? So I said to myself, so I was like, well, let me send him a message. I think this guy is in California or Vegas. And so it was early morning. It was like 8, 9 a.m. out here in Atlanta. obviously 3 hours or ghost. So I was like, well, so I sent him a message and I'm like, yo, man, I, I, I appreciate any artist making art their business. I'm open to that. However, no one reached out to me asking if they could use my work. So please let me know what's going on here. And so see how that goal just changed? So I let it go. It's like, okay, well, hopefully they respond and get to see what's happening. Well, multiply was so then so I don't hear nothing. I don't hear nothing happening. Hey, what's up? Uh, Sims Kova. So I was like, well, they ain't said nothing. Let me go ahead and reach out again. And so I did. I sent them a different message and through a um different is it through email. I started using Twitter. I went through different mediums trying to reach. Possible they're gonna ignore me. They ain't gonna ignore me. Then I posted it on Facebook like, hey, does this look like somebody using my artwork? Who knows this guy? You know what happens when you get the mob involved. They're all mad and like, oh, that's DTN's work. That's DTN's work. So of course they start sending him messages and saying things and this and that. And so now it's really getting serious. Like, yo, this person needs to respond, man. So, anyways, finally, later on that afternoon, the artist responds, says, "I'm sorry, I wasn't paying attention to social media today, and your messages. I think he called. He called me and left because I had also found his number, started calling." And so he's like, I apologize, I'll take it down. That person had like 3 or 4 of my drawings on their Redbubble or some Cafe Press. I think those were the days of Cafe Press. Selling stickers. I'm like, look, man, that's cool that you wanna, have a business and all, but don't just use other people's artwork without saying something. That's crazy. So they apologized, and that was that. We ain't talked since. In any case, that's one example of someone just using your artwork and you working it out. And of course, Garrett says he's been able to come to an agreement that was quite profitable. Let me tell you something about copyright. Artists, your work is copyrighted immediately. Right now, I just drew this. Boom, it's copyrighted. It's my stuff. In terms of this drawing itself. And if I was to walk into Walmart later on or Target, see racks and racks of t-shirts with this image, I'm going to be owed some money because I'm the artist. But the owners of this IP are going to be owed a lot more money because they own that IP. That. So there's copyright laws to protect certain things, protect you from a certain situation. And if I was to say that this is official, what is that, a comic book series? Or I forgot. 1,000, whatever. If I was to say this is an official, Judge Dredd apparel or merchandise, now I'm in trouble with some claiming it, and it's not true. And they know it's not true because they know that who they have this business with and who they don't. It becomes a problem when the company decides that it's a problem. The company decides that, you know what, this has gone too far. But artists are making. I don't know what happened. Artists are making merchandise and fan art left and right with IP that doesn't belong to them, and that's okay to an extent. If somebody was to take my gorilla and draw gorillas, and I did this as part of my marketing for my Art Life this comic, Art Life the game. I set the characters out into the wild, said, y'all draw on them, give out some prizes. Artists stepped up and they drew. They drew my characters. We're doing it for fun. But if one day somebody's out there selling comics with my characters in them, they're like, hey, yo, that's mine. And I have the copyrights for that. I've actually gone through my IP attorney, of an art attorney, handles a lot of stuff. and they did the copyrights, and I have the paperwork for it. So there's a fine line between fan art and just having fun and doing things that build community versus profit and fraud and copyright. The other one day, a friend of mine, hey Dan, somebody's using your work, so they send me a link to a Facebook page and the YouTube link where one of my drawings was being used in the video. And not only was it being used in the video as a standalone image while the music played, but that was also the cover to their CD. I'm like, how is this possible? How do you just grab some artwork somewhere and put it on your CD cover and say, yeah, that's my CD cover? So I reached out to them, sent them an email, sent them a message on YouTube, sent them a message on Facebook. They didn't say nothing. So 24 hours later, yeah, I went through the DMCA process and got it taken down from Facebook and YouTube. Got a strike. They got a copyright strike on that. And so that's when you're crossing the line. Yes, there is a line, there is a blur. And so you want to pay attention to what you're doing and how you're doing it and why you're doing it. And so my answer to the question is, from your understanding, what is the line? The line starts the moment you create something you start talking about. It's up to you. Determine whether are you in the line, past the line, before the line. What's going on here? What are you allowed to do and not allowed to do with the sold art piece without incurring legal issues? That's up to the IP holder. And NFTs is a very blurry space right now. As I see it, obviously can be done since even the biggest NFT creators like time. Yes, right now, the NFT space is the Wild West. It's crazy out here, and so it's up to the IP holder to say, yeah, that's not allowed, or yeah, that's allowed. If you walk into um, a comic book convention, in Artist Alley, every comic book convention, every major convention, you walk down Artist Alley, and there are hundreds of artists drawing pictures for $5, $10, $100. Some artists really go deep. I was charging $5. I was drawing little cards like this, $5 and $10. Star Trek convention, so I was doing Star Trek, um, Star Trek characters. The comic series called 2008. That's where Red's old is. Anyways, so I was sitting there selling art for $5. Then this other guy next to me, or two tables over, he's like, "Man, I'm selling my art for $50." All right. So he got some sales. Some people were willing to pay $50, and so he was doing Star Trek characters. And so that's the thing, right? That in conventions it's accepted. Okay, artists without a licensing agreement are going to produce art that's related to IP that they do not own. And the comic book company, they ain't gonna trip. It's like, cool. And they're selling $10 drawings. You know, you drawing the Punisher and Captain America, Cotton Street, whatever. Cool, that's all right. Go for it. But that artist decides to make a book, Marvel character, C character, sell that book, decide to raise $500,000 selling that book. That's the day Marvel Lord called him. Say, yeah, you owe us a cut. Infringing on copyright. Automatically, that copyright uh, gives a certain amount of money, upfront money, whether you profit it or not. Oh, oh, something. And that's where the legalities come in, because really taking a big bite on off the business of the IP owners. Now, I'm not a judge, and things are decided by judges and courts. So whatever I say, nothing compared to the reality of what it is. So, I'm not gonna say I know the law and everything else around it, because things change. There's a lot of different views and moments in court history that make adjustments as to how the art world is able to evolve and grow. Looking for cool and to benefit our community while still protecting the artists and the copyright. Disney is one of those big copyright holders that not play. Yeah, you can draw Mickey Mouse if you want to. You can draw Pluto. Oh, but don't start talking about a major project, because then coming, they're gonna show up. And so this is what happened. Last year, you can look this up. Terry, not Terry White, because Terry White is the Terry Terry Crews, the actor. Will Terry. Will Terry. And I don't know if we'll find his video anymore. Let me see. Podcast. Okay, there it is. Will Terry. He has a YouTube channel. Let's see. A year ago, 10 lessons learned to create my recipe for making money. Let me see. How to become visual artist improve. The biggest mistake. So he does have a YouTube channel. Will Terry. Uh, yeah, it was 2 years ago. So the video's still there. Watch us launch and hopefully fund our Kickstarter live part 2. Oh, there it is. How I'm going to raise 6 figures on my Kickstarter. So Will Terry started a Kickstarter. Órale, Cruz, como. And so he had this great idea. It was awesome. The art is amazing. He's a super talented dude. Oh my gosh. This guy got skills. Got skills. And so he launched a Kickstarter called Little Heroes Book. And basically, it was any character, just like the Scullys, any character you can think of, he was drawing it. And so he started a Kickstarter called Little Heroes. And so he's been drawing children's books for a long time. For well-known, paid. I'm still city. What is um Mega City? Oh, this. Um. So um. So this guy, like, he's so famous. Running a lot of great, running a lot of great projects and children's books. Well-known guy, can draw amazing. His art is just crazy nice. Look him up, Will Terry. And so he decides to do this. So he's been drawing these little characters of DC, Marvel characters. Really, really, really. Hey, what's up? And so so he starts drawing. It picks up momentum, kind of like what I did with the Scullys. I was just drawing the Scullys, and then people started commenting on them. It's like, hey, you're gonna mint this? Is this gonna be a NFT? I'm like, I don't know, but idea, why not? And so The next thing I know, so next thing you know, Will Terry's like, yeah, I'm launching a Kickstarter to fund the book. I make a book. And all these illustrations, which you can find the illustrations on his Facebook and Instagram, sharing them freely. But now he's like, I'm gonna go ahead and organize this to a book and launched a Kickstarter. Launched a Kickstarter to raise money to print the book. Anybody who wanted a copy of the book could buy the book. And that's how Kickstarters work, right? You pay up front. Well, um, people got excited. I think I was getting ready to put money in it. People were excited. It was going to be great. And so then, but then he got, he's a cool dude. Got caught. Says, what's it say here? I am going to raise 6 figures on my Kickstarter. That was the title of the stream. He went live, spent an hour streaming live. It was 2 streams of 1 hour each. And then yeah. And so he was live. He was talking about how much money he was gonna raise with this Kickstarter. Start talking 6 figures. Now you're in legal. Gonna be legal things. Now legal things are happening because that's a lot of money. You're taking 6 figures from DC, taking 6 figures from Marvel. You're taking $10. Like they're cool with losing $10. Like, yeah, go ahead. Go ahead, you can make that drawing for 10. All right, because it's fans, people excited and see the drawing, and all you're doing by doing a $10 uh Captain America versus Captain Marvel drawing or Batman is raise awareness to the current books or whatever is happening, with those with that character. That's official. I got oh yeah, I just bought a go to my Ahsoka um Funko Pop, and then I just got a Jam Master J the other day. Got it from got the boombox in there. It's like that's cool. Some of these things require licensing versus some of the things is like, yeah, that's cool. You can do that. You can draw Ahsoka all day. I'm just Dan sitting here. Ahsoka. We have an Ahsoka, the Skully Series. But the moment you start talking about how, it's a multi-million-dollar idea, these NFTs, you can be able to flip and make $10,000, and that we're raising $1 million, and this is happening. Oh my gosh, the ears of Disney, those Disney ears, they're gonna perk up. Good night, Golden Rose. See you later. I think you have a stream or something, don't you? No, not today. Tuesdays. That's right. That's cool. No worries. I'm sitting here talking. See you next time. Enjoy Thanksgiving. So that's when they start paying attention to. Yeah, about that drawing. And so during the live stream, so he was streaming. So Terry was streaming. And at some point, the stream stopped. Then he came back on, and then it says, so how, one of the streams says, how I'm going to raise 6 figures on Kickstarter. And then the second video is watch us launch and hopefully fund our Kickstarter live part 2. And I think he wanted, I forget how much money he was. And so he hit $100,000 with 30 minutes. Because that guy is famous. People know him. And so he was cracking high numbers live. While he was live, they were giving a breakdown of the sales at that time. And during so the knew it, live stream stopped. The next day, so you didn't hear nothing back from Terry. Here, next day, the Kickstarter disappeared. Gone. No explanation. Like, what happened? What's going on? And so I was paying attention to the space because I've done a Kickstarter. So, and I was interested in the artwork, and I bought other projects from artists in the past. I'm interested in what happened here in terms of the artwork because I really like the artwork. At no time did anybody expect, and nobody knew. Nobody knew. Nobody knew. So save that. We're done with this. And so let's see where it is at. Then a few days later or a week later, he goes live again. And it says, how I'm not going to make six figures on my Kickstarter. Oh man, what? Yep. He he so what happened was, you got a question, CJ? So what happened was, he says that, and you can watch the video for yourself. I'm kind of telling it by memory. But basically, he says that while they were live, the Marvel lawyer told them, "Hey, that's a nice project." Terry's like, "Yeah, that's cool, but I ain't sold nothing yet." Oh yeah, so the guy's like, "You owe us money. How much? You gotta pay us." Will Terry's like, "That's cool, but I ain't sold anything. Kickstarter, we're raising funds. Be a while before I even get any money. Let's talk about it." Turner's like, "No, by you saying these things and using our art, property, whatever, you owe us money." So Terry says that he called him and said, "Well, let's talk about it because I've been meaning to get in touch. I've been reaching out. I don't get any responses. Can we talk about licensing?" Lawyer's like, "No, we're not the licensing lawyers. We're the litigation lawyers. You gotta talk to a different department if you want to license rights." So yeah, that's not us. We're not those. So Will Terry cannot get through to anyone who would talk to him. Those lawyers were real for real. So he told him, like, "Listen, there's no money exchange. I didn't sell anything, so I don't owe you anything. Um, um no harm done." Had to delete the Kickstarter, delete everything that was published in print to support that sales, and the project died. That is when you get into. I'm not saying that you couldn't have a big, large project and make $1 million. The lawyers are coming after you, or they're not going to come. No telling. Is there property? Is there um? It is their right as IP owners to do whatever they think is right. And you, as an artist, there's a line where you cross when you start pushing for big things that is gonna attract that attention. You should feel that way about your own art. The moment somebody takes the Skully artwork and starts to do something else, which is funny because there's been a second situation about that. But the second somebody takes these Skullys and starts doing something else outside of what we've agreed to or licensed to, I'm gonna feel some kind of way. And so these corporations kind of wait. Gotta pay up. Gotta pay up if you play. And some comic book conventions have started to ask you for licensing paperwork. Have licensing paperwork. Prove you have the rights to draw DC characters. You have the rights to draw Marvel, etc. There's a big pushback from both sides, from artists who feel that they should be able to do fan art, and from IP owners who say, yeah, that's you kind of stealing money from me by drawing my character and selling it, and I don't get a cut. Or that now, instead of the collector to come to me for the original official art, they're coming to you for the bootleg. Bootleg. Oh my God, I didn't think I was gonna say that word today. That's it. It's a big line. I think it's more than a line. It's more like a hill, a gradual hill, beach actually. Go from dirt, grass to sand and dunes to wet sand to water, then ocean. You know, so it's gradual. It doesn't. I mean, unless you're like a cliff, and that the cliff is rocks and water. In any case, it's really more like a gradual thing. It's real easy to start feeling like this is normal. I can draw whatever I want, try to sell as much as I want, and everybody's okay with it. No, no, okay with it. So, how are we getting around with it? How are you getting around? Not getting around anything. This is a social experiment dealing with NFT. We are having fun, reminiscing about the characters that move us, characters very interesting in, characters that we grew up with, and and we um we are interested in building relationships, building um community around this project. That's it. Will it sell? I don't know. Is are any of the Scullys going to give you a return of 2 times your investment? I have no idea. I'm new to this market, and it's not that I'm playing dumb. It's that I don't know. This is not my thing. You know, I'm learning. I just started this year. What do I know? It's it's a growing market that still has a lot of uncharted territory, and I have a whole nother opinion about it. Know anything about education and the community? They bring artists in first. Artists put the murals up, make the neighborhoods safe, then gentrification. Anyways, that accessory emblem. Um, so 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 it is with these NFTs that artists are the trial. They're feeling put it. They are the guinea pigs. Artists are drawing, creating, producing, and cryptocurrency is this, cryptocurrency is that, and it could be like this, and the future is like that until the law starts coming through. So you have Congress or somebody talking about tax law. I'm not sure about where's that on because I read about it. Um, but the conversations are there, are happening, and at some point, yes, everything will be taxed. It might be taxed now. I don't know. There's gonna be definitely change. So for those of us who are here, I'm not even in the beginning. A lot of people crypto and Bitcoin a lot longer than me. Um, so uh, so so those of us so I'm not really new, but I'm new. It's new to me, and it's still a kind of a new marketplace. But there's been people who've been around it for a long, long time who kind of got used to how um, how unruly and chaotic NFT. Now, eventually, everything will be ruled by law. It has to. It's the way. That's the only way to protect people's interests. Sometimes, really, mostly the government's, but your interest too. You want you want to be able to call police, say, "Hey, somebody stole my crypto, man." If there's no loss, then the police be like, "Well, too bad." Go to Judge Judy and be like, "Judge Judy, somebody stole my crypto." But if there's no loss, then Judge Judy be like, "Well, shit, that's your fault." So we want there's a purpose and a reason for certain things. Um, uh, And so eventually in the future, something there will be more law, more order, more regulation, and yes, it could come down to where everybody who owns type of artwork that's related to certain IP law. If it hits a certain threshold, hey, they might come looking for it. The lawyers may come looking, and be like, hey, that was cool, you did good, Dan. When you launched that thing, you made us a lot of money, but now we need that. And that happened. An artist did a drawing. I think it was what is that? The symbol. Oh, what was that? Some rapper. They have a hand symbol album cover, and then an artist took those characters, and then did a version of those characters. All right, so those characters don't belong to him, but the artist used those characters, did a new drawing, and then the company grabbed that inspiration for that drawing, and I don't know if they redrew it or they even just used the same artwork. And so the artist is mad. It's like, hey man, they stole my artwork. And it's like, yeah, but you used somebody else's IP. So who broke the law here? Yeah, I think thread. What is it? Thread lightly. Thread lightly. Yeah, at your own risk. Not easy. Oh, it's not an easy world yet. Not. It's not. It's not a not regulated yet all the way right. So there's a lot of things we're able to do. I say, be careful of the art you create. Be careful of the things that you're doing. And then have the right mindset for this. A lot of people are jumping into the crypto space because of the profits, which is one of the things one of the feelings that I have about Tezos and Elrond and eGold and what are the other cryptos out there? Tons of cryptos out there. Like, oh, it's easier to trade. It's better. It's better. You get higher profits. It's like, yeah, I'm not doing it for the profits. Doing it to test the marketplace, see my place in the marketplace, see where I fit, how far can I take my artwork into the space, and then see if it's something that I want to continue doing. So have the right mindset, because if you go in expecting that there's high profit margins, that you're gonna be able to subsidize your lifestyle through a particular marketplace. It can be crypto, it can be Walmart, a marketplace. It could be selling your art at Home Goods. If you go in expecting what everybody else is getting out of it, and you don't get it, not only is there disappointment, but there's a danger that you might have over invested, and now you're losing. And so you have to be careful about. You have to be careful. So have that mindset right. Have it realistic. Set a realistic expectation and a realistic mindset that you're willing to learn and experience. Especially in a space like NFTs where it's new. I mean, no matter how many years it is, it's still new. We say the internet is new, and it's only been around 20 years, 30. I forgot. I don't know. It was the 90s for me, and and so that's it. You want to take your time, find your way around it, see what works for you, what risks are you willing to take, what experiences can you take away, and what can you learn from it. Learn from it. That's my advice to it. Not follow me blindly. Don't follow anyone blindly. Don't. Maybe we all don't have time for research, right? That's cool. Well, then in that case, instead of, if you don't have time for research, then what you want is to align yourself with others who are going through that experience so that you can learn along the way and then do. Yasir says, I have been wanting to hear an artist's perspective of NFTs. This is good information. I'm glad you found this. I appreciate you. Thank you for joining us on YouTube. So there you go. A long story told in the long form way for the last 2 hours. I'm almost done with this character here. I've been writing some things. I want to write one last thing. Talent. It's Judge Dredd. Boom. What is his talent? Order. Talent is order. Got it. Boom. There we go. So we have the web version of the image, the PNG. Title for the NFT. External link. This goes to my website, SkullySeries.art. Description. Okay, here we go. Here we go. From rough meets mega city to uh, panels on comics character to here to uh here to restore. That's much of the words that I wanted to. Content. All right. So, does anybody have any questions that we want to cover? Please let me know. I am still here. I'm not going anywhere. We got a little bit over an hour left. Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna go till like 8:30, and because I have a lot of Scullys to work on, but I wanted to share with you today a lot of um wanted to go over a couple of things. 2021 art business thanks. The 2022 art prep and how it all comes back together to what's up with the Scullys, what's up with the properties that we have that you're using, and what's the experience like? What do we get out of this? Ask yourself, what do you get out of this? Kind of been that's my one of my guidelines is that what do I get from comes from that you know drawing is cool. Drawing for comics and animation is cool. What do you get out of it? Get something out of it. Oh, look at oh snap! I haven't looked at this. Look at Envisage, aka Gareth Williams. This is his OpenSea. He artist, 3D modeler, and 3D printer, student, father, and husband. And there goes some of his NFTs. Oh my God. You've been making them NFTs. I told you. I This is what I like to see. Try it out. Don't go by what I say is right. Don't go by what other people say is right. Go for it. Try it and see what happens. So genetically enhanced soldier, number 4. That's number 4 in the series. So there's number 1, the law. Number 2, two sides of the law. And then color, number 3, two sides of the law, and then soldier 04. And so those are NFTs created. I mean, click on here. Those are NFTs created by Garrett Williams. This is his profile here on OpenSea. Copy that. Okay, let's go here. Try to transfer this, see what happens. Boom, transfer. Okay, transfer the 02. Golly, guys, you guys are. Sometimes when I need to transfer a NFT, I leave that window open and be like, better going down. Maybe later on tonight it'll be better. Probably during Thanksgiving, the gas fee will be a lot less because then folks are busy doing stuff, having time with their family, and then some of us will be like, hey. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Big ups to everybody who's been joining us here today. on Discord. We still got folks on Discord. There go. Can't do O2. There goes Bree, Gareth, CJ Woods, and God. Then here, there's 019. That's it. Down. Need 015 less. You're welcome, Gareth. I'm working on it. You see how the gas fees are right now. But I'm glad to see that you've been following the advice. Gareth is one of the. Hey, Daniel, how you doing? Garrett, it goes 1-5. Oh, looking good. Hello, lower, lower. Garrett is one of those artists who participated and collaborated in the Skullies. So now he's an NFT artist, but he's also taking it further by minting his own NFT. So he's officially an NFT artist. And he received a Skully 014. I'm gonna go with that. Yeah, let's go. Come on. And so he received that NFT, a Skully NFT. So now he's an NFT collector. And so of course he's taking it further by immersing in his own self on his own time, doing his own thing with his art in the NFT space. So that's amazing. That's awesome. I'm glad to see that, Garrett. This is the whole point and purpose of, you know. And so the day that Judge Judy says, "Dan, you knew you were drawing stuff that's not yours. Why'd you do it?" Be like, "Listen, Judge Judy, I'll tell you something. We have to learn by doing, Judge. Okay. So the only way to learn by doing is by doing it. So what do you want me to do about it? I can't help it. There it is. Bam. What's up, Danette? Good to see you. We got Daniel, Danette, and I'm Dan. Here we go. What's up? There it is. We have minted. We have worked on I Am the Law. It is a Skully from the Skully series. I drew that Skully. And Garrett said he wanted that Skully. I said, go for it, man. It's going to be yours. And so right now, throughout the last 2 hours, I've been talking nonstop. I'm sorry. Talking for 2.5 hours. I went ahead and worked on this Skully, minted it, and just transferred it to Garrett. So, right, I'll be okay. So it's cool, but this is the business, right? This is it. This is what we set out to do. So, we're going through it. We're having the experience, and no other way to learn other than by doing some stuff. We can learn theory. We can learn from a book, a live stream, a magazine, a app. But by doing it is when you get a chance out. So anybody who's open to starting their NFT series, if you want to join me in the year 2022, starting January, we will be going through the minting process, but using a different platform called Tezos or Calamint. The platform's called Calamint. Calamint.io. And the only reason why we're switching from OpenSea is because in Calamint you use Tezos. So here's my Tezos wallet. It doesn't have any Tezos yet. I need to buy some Tezos, so I need to get Monica to tell me where to buy some Tezos. Buy and sell Bitcoin. I guess crypto.com would be the one place. Tezos, I don't know what. Coinbase, that's it. That's the other. Not Binance, but Coinbase. And so anyway, there goes the Tesla price. So if I wanted to buy, get started, sign in, get ready, stuff, and get an account. I don't know how to do this. I'll figure this out. But this is what the next learning steps is figuring out how to buy some Teslas, have a Tesla wallet, have the Calamint account, start minting. And the onboarding for this, it may cost some money. I haven't even tried to mint anything. I don't know if it's even there's a cost to Lord, don't there is. Oh, I see. Sign into my. In any case, it is the reason why, even though there's a cost, the reason why we're using Calumet and Tezos is because the onboarding cost is very low. Whereas if you want to buy some Ethereum, and you need a MetaMask wallet and start buying Ethereum, there's a lot of fees that sometimes the fee to buy the Ethereum is higher than the actual Ethereum that you're buying. So it's going to be a while. So many promises have been made on the internet about how Ethereum gas fees are going to be adjusted in the future. When that day comes, we'll revisit Ethereum. We'll revisit OpenSea. I'm not giving up on OpenSea. I'm not stopping my. There'll be a thing. Got the Skullies. Skullies are in here, are in OpenSea, so we're definitely goes there goes Garrett's collection now. Boom, I am the law. And so we're still gonna be here. We're still gonna do some minting. There it is. So this is the part I don't understand. Like if I wanted to put in an offer, why does it say wrapped Ethereum? I don't know. A few things that I'm still very unsure of that we're still gonna keep on learning. But because I figured out enough of this to see that maybe if I try Tezos, then it gives a lower on ramp for artists who want to mint, then that's what I'm willing to try. And there's a bunch of other ones. Another one, Solana is another one. And I'm thinking about it, but don't have enough experience to say which one's better. I do know that Ethereum been around longer, it's more stable, and it has a lot of uses besides just minting NFTs, which is another subject for of discussion. Is this cryptocurrency, this particular cryptocurrency, have any usefulness outside of just buying JPEGs on the internet? And that's why I brought up my brag about Griffith's book, but I want to mention it that yes, I'm buying real legit things on the street for Ethereum. I buy. Will somebody buy sell something to me for Tezos? I don't know. I'll experiment. We'll see what happens. Another thing to consider is how much does it cost to even export that money? You want to put money in. You want to make sales when it comes to Ethereum or Tezos or anything else. And how much does it cost to even just get that money out? That's where you want to think about what's it all gonna take taken. Anyway, so that's that. That's a long conversation that answers. Somebody can come in and say, "Here, Dan, here's the answer." Okay, that's a cool answer. Son of the bunny. Um, and but the experience and going through it will give you greater insights, and then you can decide, yeah, that was cool, or whatever, uh, or you can say, or whatever your experience is like, as long as you don't lose a lot of money, you're okay. If you have it to try it out, that's something that's up to one of us to decide how much do I have to risk experiment experience. SL Price's Tezos is not in one of car commercials. Oh yeah, you can buy cars with Tezos. Let me see. Buy Tezos McLaren Racing. Oh, okay. Multi-year technical partnership. Ah, yeah. They're right. It was June. McLaren Racing Collective, sponsored by Tezos. Honda Auto. Okay, Honda. All right. So I just found McLaren. Let me see. Honda. Red Bull Racing. Honda names Tezos as its official. Oh snap! Bitcoin talking about it, and it's Red What? Crazy. Yeah, well, that's cool and all. Nice, kind of like that crypto.com. Yeah, that's cool. You named the Staples Center um crypto.com, but what does that mean to me? It doesn't mean anything. Nothing. At least Staples, the place where you go buy staples and paper. Yeah, clearance stuff. They got stuff in clearance that I buy all the time. It's like they looking Staples is happening. Anyway, so that's all. That's all. Some things to keep in mind, man. It's all open to discussion and experimentation if you can afford it. If you're putting in money into crypto because and you are in danger of missing out your um paying your rent, then that is not a almost $6 a Tesla coin now. I saw it for 5, man. What you looking at? But is it 5 4 something? I thought it saw 4. Anyways, it's something to think about. Uh, something to think about. Is or even try. Don't risk money that you have to see again. Kind of like lending money to friends and family. Do not lend money that you need to see it again. Don't buy crypto if you can't pay your rent. Correct. There it is. Um, we used to have this bumper stickers, brother-in-law and I, that said, "Get the rent or get food. I'm getting a tattoo." Because we were doing tattoos. Ooh. And that's fine if you're gonna have something. If you're gonna buy something that that has value for it later. A tattoo doesn't necessarily, but let's say I am gonna skip paying my rent so I can buy a surface. Because with the surface, I can draw, create art that I can get paid for, which will then pay for the device and have a return on investment that I can then pay my rent, even though it'll be late. But I can go ahead and pay my rent and continue to create more and more and more, and eventually, this is this will still yield a return, versus what I could have done with just that money, time, dollar, just and paying my rent, get a place to live. That's cool, but if I crash somebody's couch for a while, I'm really going hard on this. Maybe that it's a better investment. All right, not saying you should do so. Um, but when it comes to crypto or anything else, there's money you have to put in, the transaction for that crypto that you get that you pay for. So you got to put up more money than they're actually gonna get out of that transaction, and then when you actually profit, still have to have another transaction to liquidate your cryptocurrency. So you're paying coming and you're paying going. That's crazy. God, it's like taxes, it's like credit card transactions. So gotta be careful. Never think that I'm doing it, and I have a agreement with my wife about that limit. You're like, okay, cool, cool. I had fun. Kind of like gambling. Everybody go to the casino. That's exactly what you do in the casino. When you take out your money, have your money, or you take out of your savings, you have it in your checking. That's it. Like this is the money we're gonna play with. Pennies, lots. I used to take my mother. She'd be in the quarters or the nickels. All right, here goes $100. Go ahead. In 5 hours, she's sitting there. I haven't slept, but drinking soda because she didn't drink alcohol. Sitting there like a zombie. Like, hey, you need something? No. Want something? No. But then when the money's up, like, hey, that was it. It was fun. We went to Vegas, same thing. Like, hey, that was fun. We cool. We gambled. All right. Only if you can afford it. All right. So I am working on another Skully. This one is Son of the Bounty Hunter. I am going to work on it until. So if anybody has any questions or comments they'd like to add, please tell me. Jump in and let's talk about it, yo. That's what we do around here. How we do it. This is how we do it. This is how we do it. There you go. You got to see the face, the Skully. I was watching that Boba Fett story. That's super cool. You know, I've never been a Boba Fett fan. Never. I didn't care about Boba. A lot of people, still alive. He dead. That dude died. Okay, so all of you need to chill out because he died. But fine if I've been mad at you. However, yeah, my idea is that I do like cool characters. One of those few cool characters. The Bam series is really seeing the Mandalorian series, seeing that history of Boba Fett. Really awesome, man. It's awesome. Kind of puts a lot of things. All right. Right. Bang. There he is. Went crazy with the shadows, man. Can't you color him? There it is. So more solid colors here. Boom. There we go. I like it. Bam. Down. Oh, it doesn't up. Other. There it is. That's the one. Mm. Boom. This. Yes. Yes. And I have the other ideas of what we can do with the Scullys. Oh, which reminds me. Oh, I almost forgot. All right. All right. All right. All right. Go ahead and type that in there. Vote. Um, have that page, and so what I want to do, and over the weekend before I go to Miami, here we go, is create a calendar. We're doing a 2022 calendar. Oh my God! Uh, visit, visit, link, and pick favorite. Link to go visit. Two. Or visit the pick your favorite Scullys. Um, save and by circum. And so what I want to do, what I was saying a second ago before I remembered it was that, you know, I have ideas of what we can do with the Scullys. There's one of the collectors who buy like 12 Scullys, and he has an idea of what to do with the Scullys. A couple of Scully collectors have ideas of where the Scullys could go, even within the NFT space, and so on. And I'm open to all of it. So my idea is making. So one of my ideas is making a 2022 Skully Series calendar. Bam. Hold on. just my family out there making. And so if we do a so if we do a calendar, I want to be able to offer the calendar at cost, so no markup. I want to make it, choose get the Scullys, do the layout, um, find a website, and I found one website that does it, but that's so low. It's like for 8 by 8 size calendar. It's a wall calendar. It's like $6. That's very cheap. However, I can't find a way to create that product and leave it up for anyone to purchase. So I'm still figuring out that website. But if somebody knows about a website where I can upload the artwork, create the calendar, and then leave it up there so that people can buy the calendar at cost, then that's what I want to do. So vote for your favorite Skully. Okay, here it is. Calendar 2020. Well, Skully. What up, Odari in the house? So it's 2022 Skully Series calendar. Damn. So here's how you do this. You're gonna visit the link and pick your favorite Skully. Save the image to your device or computer. Number 2, post share that Skully. Share the Skully. Set up an online free shop. I'll check out a few and give you recommendations. Please, Danette, please let me know. Yes, I've been looking, and Zazzle's one of them, I think, but I don't like their price. This is the things that I'm looking for, is that price point so that I can sell it at cost. I don't need to make a profit. I'm not looking for a markup. And I wanted to be able to set it up as a item that people can buy. And so not, because right now one of the places I found is like you got to build it yourself and then cost. Like, yeah, but I'm not gonna ask everybody to make their own. I want to set it up so then people can just buy it. So there it is. So you're gonna share the Skully. Share your favorite Skully. Share your Skully. I say. All right, let me see. Visit the link and pick your favorite Skully. Save the image to your device or computer. Share the Skully. Pick it. Share your Skully pick. Share your Skully pick as an IG or Twitter post. With hashtag the Skully Series. That's it. All right. Calendar post. Um. Why you like this Skully? What month? Boom. And so so this is gonna go from now until final Skully's selected back. All right, so today we are for locked it by Friday the 3rd. Stream. Friday, November 3rd, stream the calendar pick and share the that third. Um there we go. Yes, that's Boba. Odari. This is an Odari original right here. Okay, so that's the deal, right? So let me go ahead and get this copy. I'll put this in the. See if it's too much. Working on it. Here it is. Bam. Here goes. Uh, the links. Copy. Going in the chat on Behance. So please stop by the stream and check out the directions. Final Skully selected Friday, December 3rd. So for 1 week, I'm going to also share it on my Instagram and Facebook, Twitter, that we are going to produce a calendar. 2022 Skully Series calendar. I will make it available at cost. So I'm not, so no markup. Whatever website I can find that can do the things that we want, meaning it is listed as an item in the store, you can purchase it at cost, not pay any markups, and get it in the mail. That's what I'm about. Boom. All right. I'm glad I remembered that. I had to wrote it down. It's in my list. Go. Cool, cool, cool. So you got to choose your favorite Skully. Then, tell us about it. Be about it. Yes. Post it, share it, so that then I can grab the most favorited favorite Skullies, and they will be part of the 2020 calendar. You believe that? That's 2022 already ready. Oh my god. So yeah. So I had a lot of stuff to talk about, and I spent a long time talking, and I forgot that calendar. There we go. Yes, get ready. Awesomeness comes to the Skully series. Oh my, got a lot of ideas, and which is why I'm also gonna really push next year for that other series, because I have ideas of what I want to do with that artwork, and it comes down to me working on the artwork, but it also means that um, those of you who want to be involved at any yes about where the art lives, comics and mobile gaming, two of those things are where I want the art to go. Oh my god, am I running out of steam? It's 8 o'clock. I got 30 minutes. Come on, let's finish this. Boom. If CJ wants to send me a message, sorry, you want to post in the chat, what should we add to this boba? He let me know. There's a couple of graphics like the them sound ugly. What the Boba Fett clan insignia? That's crazy. Why is that so ugly? Don't forget I emailed you what to put in the background. Oh, did you? I forgot. Audio is in and has the hiccups in and out on Behance. Not bad, but maybe because I hit the now. How about now? All right, I'm gonna go look for the. Yeah, it is in and out. What's going on? Maybe because I stepped too far away. Right here and all that. Yeah, I think I am kind of. Boom. This is the way. This is Dari. It's cool on Discord. Okay, cool. Thank you. Thank you. Hey, Maudi, how you doing? And so now I gotta go check and see what Jason. Let me see. What? Oh yeah, the ship. Oh yes, you made it. Okay, okay, we're gonna do it. You know what? I think I did grab this, saved it somewhere, and I forgot. I'm glad I was doing this live so that way, um, you can remind me of that. Dang. Sorry, said, yep, 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 yep. Watch this. Yes, you talking about it, but um, CJ sent me this. Said that CJ drew this. CJ says, um, uh, Ash is Boba Fett's ship that I made 10 years ago. Thought if you want it, you could. Yes, yes. Full rendering. Hasn't got a name according to Lego. Oh, really? Yeah, and glad you were watching. That's right. Right, right, right. So let's see all this mess. Granddaughter, she likes saying it's a mess, and then she goes on arms like this. Just because one save. Select that layer right there. Control C for copy. Go back to your original or to the file that you want this to go in. Let me call this up. Body. Lock that layer. Copy paste. All right, we do a paste. This is all right. It's vectors. I like it. Good job. Good job, CJ. Hello, CJ. Now, the only other thing, let me see if can I tilt it. It doesn't dry. It doesn't fly sideways, right? It doesn't dry like that. It's always straight up. And well, I don't know. I mean, is it? That's why I asked, bro. It's like, is it okay if I tilt it so that we can see more of it and stuff? Or yeah, that's super hardcore, man. Yeah, that's super hardcore. Glad you reminded me. Sent you an email, man. Too. What about that? Don't we need this also? Is this okay to have in here? Okay, okay. Are you Mando freaks? Back up on me, man. That's the way. What is this thing called? It's clan. That's the clan thing, right? Yeah, yeah. So now that I have to kind of make smaller because so you can see a lot more. Oh, that's cool. No, I want you to say something. Yeah, I want you to say stuff because I know what I like about what I like, and it's cool. CJ, that you had the vector for the school, no problem. But there you go. I just made it one. And so some things I know about some characters, some things like there's a few folks out there who are like hardcore, you know, hardcore fans that I want to make sure that he has a temple. Ooh, there's a temple. He lives in a temple. I watch it for uh um for for Darth Vader. Jabba, Jabba the Hutt. Right. Yeah, that's what CJ said. And Starlight Pit. Fine. It will be. But oh yeah, well you don't want to do pay. That's the grand. Oh, that's the reenactment. That's not even the real thing. Oh, okay. Oh, that's the real one, right? Oh, with teeth. Garrett has got the knowledge. He says the mythosaur. The hell is one thing? I'm thinking of. If you can find a picture of the temple, I can use. Cause I looked, I don't see one. Huh? Oh yeah, you guys cannot hear. Sorry, let me. So yeah, Garrett, I get it. I know. That's the name of it. So there's a few things here. Got to think about this. So let's go do image trace, existing colors. So that a lot of detail. Expand. Then we're gonna color. Yeah, that's not knife overlay. Now you can see more. Need a bigger Sarlacc pit picture. Kind of hard to see pictures. Boom, boom. But a picture of the temple. Cool. And that's what I'm gonna do here. Kind of see it in edge. Oh yeah, I know what to do. Get out. See pit. Edge of the pit. Something. Kind of what I. Now the ship. Now that you're starting to add elements, we got to move mine off. The clan. X clan. Anybody remember X clan? Oh, all right. So we got the Sarlacc pit back here. Got the clan. Let's see if I need capacity. S. And let me control S and save. And give me 1 second. I'm gonna go refill my cup of coffee while Odari comes back with a picture of the temple, or if CJ Woods has a picture of the temple, you can share it here in the Discord and I can grab it. 1 second, y'all.
Just posted Jabba's palace in his messages. Yep, I'm a Boba Fett fan. You know I'm gonna have the info, man. This is the way. It's gonna be the way. Sorry, y'all. I was MIA. I was sick, but I'm better now. Oh, kind of better. Oh man, forget I did Boba Fett. It's awesome. Nice job, CJ. God, great. Oh. Oh, that looks awesome. Where did he go to get coffee? You know what time it is? You're getting coffee? It's 8 o'clock. This guy doesn't sleep. Happy Yardbird Day to everybody, or whatever animal you're trying to eat tomorrow. Um, hope you have excellent celebration. Um, we are eating Cornish hens and potatoes and easy things to cook, and all in celebration of Turkey Day. I hope you guys, however you celebrate it, do your thing. The day off work for me. There he is.
Yep, I'm back. Sorry, was keeping the vibe alive. Back.
Talking crazy, but look, check your messages.
Okay. Oh, okay. That's Jabba's palace. Okay. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yes. Appreciate that, Odari. Thank you very much. There it is. Let's get that out here and bring it in. Boom. Bam. Oh, I like this. This is a cool background. And it's all right, babe. Now I gotta play with some. Oh, I know what. I don't know why I get this Western feel to it. Yeah, because then you can still see the building. Trace, in color. Boom. Band. Got it. Okay, the skull in the bottom. Yeah, look. We can do it. Se puede. I don't know about the Starlack. I think we're losing the Starlack. Yeah, it's a very cool dance. there. Little bit of what you probably don't need the pit. Yeah, you don't need the pit. Thanks.
Yeah, you probably don't need the Sarlacc. That right there explains
Dang it.
everything.
All
Yeah,
right,
the
so
Sarlacc is just a bit much. It's like, yeah, he escaped from it, blah blah blah. But that that represents the Mandalorian right there. Slave one, the temple and the logo. That's pretty much Boba Fett right there. So the Starlight Pit is a whole nother adventure.
all right. So as long as we cool with it, we're gonna roll with it. Roll this to save. Um, the ship. No, this slave one ship. You know what it looks like? It looks like a power tool. It's like you're about to sand something. That's cool. If you guys like it, I like it. That
It is a power
it is a power tool.
tool.
It is a tool of power.
That's the ship that took Han Solo in
Oh,
Empire Strikes Back.
oh, he took him in that ship with
Oh yeah. I have three of those ships in my house.
I am.
Oh, I get the big version too, with Boba in it.
He's
Yeah,
in it.
I'm a big. I have the frozen Han Solo in one of the ships. This is how much of a nerd I am, Dan.
Yeah, you like
Yes.
dragons. You like dragons and knights.
No,
That's
I
the
like Mandalorian.
like dragons, cowboy.
I like cowboys. I like cowboy. I don't like dragon. Yeah, man. Yeah, all the Mandalorians. I'm done drawing them. Posters are coming this week. I have a
Yeah.
4-day weekend.
Okay.
Posters are done. They're coming.
All right.
Ha 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 ha.
Ah,
Great job, Dan. That's beautiful. I love it.
let's see. Yes, can I make the skull like it's on the wall? Yeah, yeah. I can. Wah, 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 wah.
What did you do to the temple? What filter did you use?
Didn't use a filter. I just did what? That's better looking. Yeah, that's better looking. I don't know if
That's
that's the right
great.
place to.
Yeah. What did you do to make the palace look
So
like it
what
does
I
now?
did is simple. Let me show you.
Okay.
Palace. Boom. Control S to save. And so what you do, you just grab the picture, drag it in, drop it. It's right there. Right.
Like it's
Then
hot.
drop it. There's a word right there. And then you go into image trace menu. There's a little arrow, and you click on that image trace menu, and it depends on how many colors you want to use. The more colors, more detail, but it's still gonna look a little uh blurry look. It's gonna have that not defined. It's not clean. Made up. So click on 6 colors. There it goes. Boom.
Hey, that's dope.
Click on
Wow.
expand, and now you have vectors.
Okay. Yeah. This is all in Illustrator.
It's an Illustrator, correct? Illustrator on the iPad is better,
Okay. Yeah.
cleaner.
Oh, that's very nice. Yeah, that's awesome. Um, the poster project I'm doing right now, I was gonna well, I'm already doing the background stuff, and I'm currently in Photoshop with those. Um, the characters are done. It just took me a long time to post a lot of stuff 'cause I'm sick. But
Hey, going to work. All right.
no, I've been sick. Work and wait. I've
Yeah.
been sick for a few days, but I've been drawing like crazy. Sick or not, I'm gonna keep it moving. But it's like I'm taking everything to Photoshop as far as background, like because I know how to use the filters and everything. Photoshop. Not so much in Illustrator. In Illustrator, I do the lettering and the gradients and why they speak. But what you did with that temple in the back, I wouldn't do that in Illustrator. I would do that in Photoshop. That's why I was interested in how you
Yeah.
did that.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Right. And so I like doing all these things in Illustrator because it's still excuse me, it's still vector. You want vector.
Oh, word. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah.
letting Lord.
Yeah. All right. So now it's gonna be CJ, send me a sentence or paragraph that goes in the description of the NFT. This is your NFT. Sorry, drew it.
Sweet.
Yeah, crazy, huh? Did you know that? Did you know that it's that this is
No,
for
I
CJ?
didn't know that, but I'm happy
Yeah.
that it is going to CJ. That's what's up.
Uh-huh.
Very dope.
If you don't help me write, CJ, or you, Adari, you can also suggest something. Then I'm gonna write what I want to write, which is not gonna be much. Be like, yeah, he sort of lived.
I mean, he sort of
He
lives.
sort of lived.
He's just a simple man in the universe.
He's a
That's
simple.
what he said.
Oh, he's a simple man in the universe.
He's a simple man. That's it. He's not a Mandalorian. He's a simple man.
Simple
He's
man.
trying to find his way in the galaxy.
Okay, simple man, trying to find his way and like that. All right. Section, section right here. Bam. So we have 26, 25 owners. I think we have more than that. I don't know if it reflected that. Let me see. Just 25? Yes, 25 owners, 55 items. Now we're going to have owner 6, DJ. So let's go ahead and bring uh Son of the Bounty Hunter. Come on, internet.
I'm honored, CJ. That's what's up. I mean, no one's well deserved. It's like I'm half Mandalorian. I
I,
always say that to her every time.
mm.
I'm half Mandalorian anyway.
Oh, you say it to her, huh?
Yeah. Because she got the logo is dope. I love the logo. It's like it's Deadpool and it's a Mandalorian. It's like
What's crazy is I asked CJ to tell me which top 3 Skully she want because artists had to give me the top 3 that way I can sure that I can them to them
yeah,
and all 3 she picked were yours.
sweet.
Boba Fett, Deadpool, and Princess Leia.
Well, I get the Deadpool and Boba. Leia, that's just being a Star Wars
Yay, yay.
fan. Dope. Appreciate it.
Cool. Let's see. Let me fix that one.
CJ, have you watched Hit Monkey yet? Let me know. Pretty dope. I'll leave it at that. Very silly.
Did I watch what, Odari?
Hit Monkey on Hulu.
Hit Monkey.
Oh my God, you have not seen
Right now I gotta look this up. Hold on.
Some kung fu stuff, right?
It's Marvel Comics Hit Monkey. It's not for kids, but it's Marvel Comics. That's why it's on Hulu.
Oh, really?
Oh my god! I just
Okay.
watched the whole series like over 2 days.
It was good.
Oh my!
Or you were
Do not let
delirious.
your children watch it,
Oh
please.
no, is it bad like the
Oh no, I know what this one is now. I don't know why I was blinking on that. No, it's on my list to watch for sure.
It's so good. It's super good. There's totally adult content, but it's just like, oh my god, it's so good. I'll allow my son to watch it because he watches gory stuff like that. But it's like, yeah, as long as they're not nudity, I'll let my kid watch anything. It's like, yeah, no nudity, but you can watch gore and cursing and yeah. My kid, he can watch that. He knows better. But I wouldn't suggest you to let your kids watch it. It's not good.
I kid?
It's a great show. Super good. And you, Mr. Gorilla Man, you would love it because it's monkeys.
Got monkeys in it.
Oh, the lead character's a monkey.
But crazy.
Hit Monkey.
Hit
It's
monkey.
the
All
name.
right, I'm gonna have to check it out. So got stuck. Oh yeah, what was the okay, I'm gonna ask you that in a second. What was that quote you said, bro?
Man trying to make his way in the galaxy.
All right, hold on. That yeah. So this is Boba's temple, or is it what was it called? What is this?
It's Jabba's palace. That's what it's called. Jabba's palace. Now he doesn't get this until this new show.
And so
But
that's new. Like nobody knew that before, right? Or has that been like in the books, in his canon that he actually came back, survived, and made it, and took over Jabba's.
yeah, in the Mandalorian, at the end of the Mandalorian series, second season, he went to Jabba's palace and took over. Now it's his place.
Right. But
Yeah, Jabba's been long dead since Return of the Jedi.
because he died,
And
huh? He died. They killed him, right?
yeah, Jabba's dead. But
Uh-huh.
somebody was in there running the show for a minute. Yeah, Jabba's servant, the guy,
Yeah, the guy
you
with
know,
the white things, tentacles out of his
yeah,
head.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He was sitting there for a minute, and he came in there, and Boba killed him, and he sat in the chair. It was like, nah, it's his place. So that's his future, pretty much. He
And
took it over.
and so is the Mandalorian's armor made of a Beskar also?
Yeah, because that's Jango Fett's old armor. Jango Fett is his dad.
Uh-huh.
So Jango was a Mandalorian. Jango is he created all the clones through his DNA. Yeah, the Mandalorians is a big deal in the Empire. So not a lot of people know that, but Boba, he's a simple man in the galaxy.
Simple man in the galaxy.
A simple man trying to find his way in the galaxy. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna say it the way he said it. I'm a big fan of Boba. I like Mandalorians, but Boba is my favorite. He's always gonna be my favorite.
Simple man trying to find his way in the galaxy.
Yep. Because they ask him, "Are you a Mandalorian?" And no. I was like, "Oh."
Okay.
He put a spin on it. I was like, "Okay." That's why I like him. He's a beast.
Is that why you like him?
Yeah.
All right. Anything else that that we could add here in the description? Because once I mint it, there's no changing it.
All right. What else? What else is there to go? What else do we need to know about him?
Anything about what makes him exciting? Why do people love him? What is it that makes this character?
Boba's still kind of mysterious because he's been gone for a long time.
Okay. Can't just
Um,
say anything. Don't want to just.
yeah.
Okay. Cool, cool, cool. We're gonna roll with it. Go roll with it. Here it is. That's it. We got our picture, our title, our name. We got a link to the website where the Scullys live. Description, unlockable content. Oh yeah, I need to add in here collab. Sometimes I forget collaboration. Sorry. So some of the Scullys I've been able to remember that there was somebody else who worked with the Skully on the Skully. So I want their name to be forever in the description. Okay, the Skully Collection by DTM. We got that. Unlockable content. Cool. By one in Ethereum. Bam. Here we go. Wow, 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 wow.
That was
And
awesome.
look for Jay's OpenSea page. Yes, there we go. All right, so we know this is CJ right here. We can see the little logo. Cool. No NFTs here, no problem. Let's go ahead and grab that copy. Bang. Go into Skully Collection. Let me go ahead and put it in favorite. And I left the border red, Odari. You made it red, and I left. Go ahead and transfer. Paste that address. Boom. Let's see. Wow, wow, wow. 019. Golly, come on, MetaMask. OpenSea. Gotta make it. Cool. So there it is. So let me go ahead and check a couple. All that it keeps changing. And yeah, I was watching. I did watch the Boba Fett story. And it's pretty cool, man. It's all right. You know, it made me appreciate a little bit more about what it is and character, especially when you get to hear from the people who made that character, people who
Oh, you mean
created.
Under the Mask? That
Yeah,
that
yeah,
yeah, that was great. That was pretty cool.
yeah. It's really yeah. It's you know I'm partial to to Darth Vader guy down for Vader, but yeah, that book. Wow, wow, wow. So anyways, let me see. Come on, gas fees. So CJ, we're gonna keep playing with these gas fees so it can get lower. Um cause oh, there it is. It's coming down. It's coming down. All right, where is cool. All right, cool. So far we talked about the 2021 art business, being thankful for the art business in the past year and this year right here, 2021, which really started all the things that we've been doing this year. They kind of started with 2022. 2020, I'm at 2020. There you go. I'll go with this. Confirm 015. Um, so everything related to the year 2021 is started in the year 2020. And in my story, what I was trying to accomplish in 2020, it was really a plan that started in 2019. So I'm very thankful for the opportunity and being fortunate enough to uh, be able to acquire the knowledge and the gear to be able to continue to bring the community together and and do art. Do art. I get paid for my art, and but I'm not pushing anyone to be an entrepreneur like me. When it comes to drawing, getting paid. But if that's what you want to talk about, hey, I'm welcome it. But if you want to just experiment and explore your creativity, then that's good. Let's go with that. So that's I'm glad that this year is really made it. Then um that goes into the plan for 2022. And there it is. It's owned by CJ Woods. Let's go ahead and look at her page. Refresh. Bam! Oh my God. CJ Woods is a Skully collector. So CJ Woods started off as a Skully artist, graduated to Skully collector. So as a man, I meant, and so now she's all around NFT artist. Congratulations.
This is the way.
There it is. Cool, cool. So Garrett got his Skully today, and so hey, congrats, congrats. I have a bunch of Skully still left to do. I'm sorry, I'm running. Made it. This all dropped. So I got a few Skully.
What Scully are you gonna do next, Dan?
Oof, oof. I gotta do El Chapulín, El Chavo, El Santo, Santa Muerte, and I gotta create 3 other Scullys that I kind of already started drawing. These are commissioned. Zapata, Villa, and Juarez.
Ooh.
So I may those are mine. So I think that's it. That's all the Scullys from other people. So I can start doing some mathematics now. Of all the Scullys that have sold. So that's what I'm gonna do. That's what I'm gonna focus on next. Uh, go ahead and do the math. Like I said before, um, I want the artist who worked on a Scully and whose Scully has sold to get their Ethereum. I want to see Ethereum in the artist's wallet, and so that means I gotta kick it. Good, I'm still good. I need to sell some more Scullys. In any case, I want to see the artist who collaborated with me and taking this trip with me, had this experience, to come away from it with valuable experience that they can then use for themselves, their own our career. So for the next few days, while I'm eating turkey, I'm gonna be doing some math. Look out for my messages where double checking that your MetaMask or your links are working, so that I can send you your Ethereum. It's not gonna be a whole lot because, like I said, there's a lot of fees in between, and then you get squeezed out by some of these fees. But it's still something. I want it to be something. So hopefully, get to see that seed grow, and you follow through on the things that you want to do for yourself as an artist. All right. I think it's gonna drop a little bit because in terms of gas fees, because people have lives that they're spending with their family, and so not everybody cares to hang out with their family, but those that do is going to draw away the attention from NFTs a little bit. But that's in general in anything, like tattoos. Tattoos always fade off. And when the fall shows up, because people start wearing jackets, people are spending money on school supplies, and then there's a little bit of a kick right before Christmas, but then bam, it kind of slows down because people are spending money on want, and so I think that's gonna affect the economy of the NFTs. However, I still got a lot of NFTs to finish, and for this one um collector, he got like 12 Scullys. So I'm still cranking them out, pushing them out. And one thing that's been happening lately in the past few weeks is that, every few days, here goes a couple Scullys, they sell. Every few days, and a couple more Scullys. Like, we're constantly selling Scullys. It's not an everyday thing, but there's movement on it. And so it makes me feel comfortable that we are going to continue to see growth. Does that answer your?
Yes, sir. Very cool. Very cool. I have a 4-day weekend, and my my project will be done.
Oh, okay.
So
Yeah, let's
Oh
talk
yeah.
about it. Let's talk about it because I want to see your subscription. I want to see your subscriptions, man. Or
Yeah, I that being sick stopped a lot
big,
of things,
yeah.
and I'm just now getting better. I haven't been to work or anything. I've just been in bed, so it's really bad. I got tested, so it's not COVID. It's just a regular funk.
Uh huh. Yeah, you said it started to snow already, right? So
Well, that was just a brief indication of what's to come.
yeah.
It didn't stick, so
Okay. All right.
yeah. But usually in Detroit, after Thanksgiving, it comes down. So this weekend we might catch some snow. We'll see. But
Okay.
yeah, um, I'll talk to you about the subscription thing.
Mm-hmm.
We'll do it after Thursday. Everybody's doing the turkey thing,
Yep, that's
but
right.
yes, sir. I'm cooking myself.
Well. Okay. Say that last part again. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. 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 So you are doing it. Good. 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 All right. Cool. 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 All right. So we'll see you then. That's cool. I'm down with that. Yeah. Friday I am doing the last little bit of moving out of that house, man. Done. We'll be done. Oh my. Oh, the artwork is the artwork. That's the last thing. I have a ton of art. And so that's good. Okay, cool. Well, there it is. Check out Odari Art on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and Behance so that you can stay up to date on the poster project. The what is it called? The Odari Lorian poster project. I am DTM Delta Tango Mike. We had a whole lot of you here on the stream, and I think I just closed that window. I didn't mean to. Big ups to CJ, Gareth, and let me Bree hanging out in the Discord. Odari, who's been sitting here sharing, guiding. I appreciate that. Big ups and happy Thanksgiving to all of you out there. Please remember to be thankful for the progress you have made this year. Be thankful for the opportunity to pre-plan your 2022 and reach out and talk to me anytime you want to talk about it because I'm interested in seeing artists succeed. Big ups to Danette. Danette, we got to catch up real soon. Enjoy the turkey first. Then we'll talk soon because next week I'm gonna be in Miami, which means no streams. Monday and Tuesday and Wednesday I will not be streaming. I may be able to hop online, but I'm not sure of the internet connection. So no streams next week. I will give you updates when I'm out there in Miami for Art Basel. So yeah, yes, I am going. I am yep. So we're flying out on Sunday. That's this Sunday. And then and I'll be gone all week until Friday. So Friday I will be back in Atlanta and I will stream on Friday. My plan where I will talk about vote for your favorite Skully. So in any case, so for the meantime, enjoy your turkey. Vote for your favorite Skully. All right. I got some instructions on how to vote. Find me on Twitter or where I will um, share those instructions. And look at that. CJ is already sharing the the um the Skully already on Twitter. That's right. That's right. And is an collector. But yeah, you can check out the instructions on how to vote for your favorite Skully. I also want you to think about what we're gonna do for 2022. If you want to join me and in minting in Calamint, great. If you want to just watch and take notes, that's fine too. But join us in the Discord. It's free to join. This will mark the um the the end of this year will mark a full year of the Discord group. It's an amazing group of people, amazing group of artists. We're hanging out, sharing, and enjoying each other's talents and growth. Okay, so come and hang out. It's free. Like I said, big ups to Odari, CJ Woods, Garrett, and Bree. And on the Behance, CJ Woods says, "Of course I am sharing." I guess. What's up, Odari, CJ, Danette, Gareth? Let's see, let's see. There's a few people here who I had to scroll up to find their name. Maori, thank you for coming through. Appreciate you. Let's see who else. So SL Price in the house. Danielle Human, thank you. Golden Rose and Cruz, Tata, and Tamika. Yep, she was around in the beginning. Richard, what's up? Thank you for stopping through. I appreciate you. Thank you all, you guys. You guys are awesome. I am very thankful for the opportunity to share this time with you. Enjoy your oh, I see. Interesting. That's good answer. Look at Garrett always with brain. I appreciate having spent this time together and growing. Koito, thank you for stopping through. Menka, there it is. That's good. That's a good studio. Thank you for stopping through, all of you. I am very thankful. And so I will see you. I will talk to you sometime next week. I will see you on Friday when Odari is around. I will tune in and drop a comment or two. But send me questions, comments, suggestions anytime. I'm open to discussing and talking about. Until next time, I am DTM Delta Tango Mike. Find me on the internet, Delta Tango Mike. Talk to y'all later. Peace.